Hello, everyone. Let me finish getting everything out and get the game up and running here, because I was having issues. I couldn't get out of the game to start the stream. I need to set up a keystroke for that. But we've got all of the everything out. And let's get the question of the day going. All right. And we should be loading up now. There you go. Now you can see it. So, as you can see, I do have two mods on here. Neither one of them will affect the gameplay. Name tweaks basically just lets me have longer names for things like my character or my shop. And socialize puts little highlighted things on like how many relationship points gained or lost on items and all that. So that's that. Let's just show you guys that those are there. And we're gonna start a new game. I don't know if we're gonna have Autumn or anyone showing up today. I know it's her birthday. But if someone does show up, let me know how the audio is. I'm going to turn it down a little bit on my end. So we are going to start making a female character. Take a look at the voices.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
Okay. I usually play with voice one.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
Like the boy voices, I was testing this out yesterday to see if I can get the audio working and all that, and this voice is like atrocious to me.
This house is so worn. I need to fix it, or I won't be getting a good night's sleep.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
Oh, that's a nice voice.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
Okay, so out of the 6 voices, this is the
I
one.
think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
Yeah, that's the only one I don't like. It's very fitting with this default look that he's got, the nerd with the bowl cut, but...
This house is so worn. I need to fix it or I won't be getting a good night's sleep.
I usually pick this voice. You know, I love a good Australian voice.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something.
She's kind of our nerdy voice of the girls, I guess.
I think I'll go talk with the research center first. They might think of something. This house is so worn. I need to fix it or I won't be getting a good night's sleep.
I think we'll go with voice 3 this time. Change things up for me a bit. So hair color, we gotta go with the purple. You know, it is the channel hair color, our logo. Now I wanted it when I requested like get someone to think, I was thinking like purple like this, and she ended up going something more like this. So, but we'll go with the darker purple, and let's see. Is that the only ponytail we got? I think it is. Let's see, no. That's the closest one to our icon. You know, I do love the customization in this, but like one of the things I love better about Sandrock is the in-depth customization. You have 3 sets to your hair. You have base hair, the bangs, and the ponytail, or the pigtails. You know, like the back, we'll call it. They call it the pigtail or the ponytail, but it's really the yeah, we'll go with that one. Now you can change like the length of the bangs here. So we definitely want longer there. And it's not a high up ponytail, but we definitely want to have a longer tail. Not quite that it's going through, like you can see it, like if we go too long here, it starts going through the butt and clipping. So we don't want that bad, but yeah, about there-ish. face type. So let's. Oh no, nope. No. And I kind of like that one, and I kind of like that one. And that one. Oh, nope. There's our default one, I think. Yeah. So the default one's okay. Kind of like this one. So there's the default. I think we'll go with this one. I think that's the best looking face type of our choices here. Upper face. Now we can rearrange things. Eye color. Oh, we gotta go with like a purple. Again. Take a look at that. We'll change that hair so it's not covering up the eyes for a moment. Make his bangs. So hopefully as we're doing this, you know, we'll have lower brows, higher brows, the shape. We want them tilted. Kind of like that. The evil eyebrows. And these are just kind of the, oh, I look like I'm sad and whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of like a little bit chin slanted over to the left here. Thickness, you can go thinner or like really thick. Like, oh, we'll have some plucked brows. Eyes can be like puny to massive. Go with the anime eyes. Big eyes, small mouth. Eye shape, you can, you know, try to go with something, you know, more. See, this side doesn't do as much as this side, which is, I mean, it's a very drastic notice between the two sides, but the middle's kind of like whatever. Eye height, go down a little lower, go higher. Eye spacing, close together, further apart, yeah, you know, kind of just default neutral for that one. And yeah, we'll do that for that height. Here's where we get the, you know, chin, like lower. No, that's not the chin so much as the jaw. I mean, I guess that's kind of like the size of the chin. Chin length, there's what we're looking for. A little bit more rounded of a face. We don't have eyeshadow color on here. Maybe that'll be with the decoration. Get those more purplish kind of looking lips. Got that little slice in between there for those. And let's see, mouth shape. Frowny face, super smile. And yeah, I think that's good for there. And here we go, decoration. So you have your default, nothing, like little scars, war paint, the forehead dot that's typical of like India, Pakistan kind of thing for marriages. Really overt eyeshadow, I guess, like you know, for that kind of thing. Weird little blush dots. Old style war paint. Freckles or something similar, I don't know, a tiara. Yeah, there's just not a lot of good patterning on this, so that's what we're going with. We don't get to do like the eyelash colors here, it doesn't look like. Unless this changes it. I don't think it's gonna do anything. No, it's like the color in the hair. In the eye itself. So it doesn't have as much customization as we'll see with Sandrock, and we'll play some Sandrock along with this. Like we'll kind of go back and forth between the two maybe. And for our name, Sleep Incarnate. Mess out of the way. So we can do a longer name like that, and I can keep going, like, you know, Sleep Incarnate. And this is what that mod lets me do. I can just keep going. That's what the text mod is. It removes the restrictions on those. But we'll just go with sleep. That's what most people call me when they see my screen name. And there we go. We have our character built. Looks as close as we can get her with our channel logo as my icon. So let's get started. Off to Portia we go. We'll put mine as the Sunday the 7th. That's the closest to my actual birthday. I don't think anyone has their birthday on that. Let me double check. I hate sharing my birthday with other characters. It's not as bad for this as it is for, some other stuff, but, Let me double check the wiki here. Spring birthdays. What do we got going? Okay, that's something I'm looking at there. Let's see. Something to give references freaking page. Gotta love the wiki and how poorly organized it is sometimes. I'm not seeing any spring birthdays yet. There we go. Antoine's on 10. It's a summer birthday. Oh, it is. It's Dana, but she doesn't show up till really late in the story, and we don't really care about her. So yeah, we'll go ahead with it with Spring 7. We won't have anybody that really is going to probably drop off birthday presents for us this first year, unfortunately. But this is something you can definitely go for years and years on. And while this loads, I'm going to close the door because I forgot to leave that to do that. The cat that usually want to hang out here is in here.
We're coming up on Portia.
Whoa, that looks beautiful.
What are you gonna do there? Ruin diving?
Something like that.
We get someone like you once in a while. Always seeking that adventure. Good to be young. Well, good luck to you.
Thanks.
It is nice to not have to do all the voice acting. Get to make my voice in a few vests once in a while. There will be times where they don't have spoken dialogue though, so I will read those out loud.
Hi.
Like this one, he's calling up. They can't, put our name in, so he just says hi. And, sleep.
Presley, how do you do?
Ah, good to see you again. Hope you had a pleasant journey from Barnarock, right? That's quite far.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here to show you to your workshop, so if you would please follow me, it's pretty close.
I wonder what it's like. I didn't get to know my pa too well.
No one's been working there since your pa left Portia so many years ago. He was a good friend.
Yeah.
And there we are. Now we can kind of walk freely. So it's like, here, check out your stuff. Jump. Space. There we go. There's all our directions.
And here we are, your workshop. This place sure has seen some wear and tear. What do you think?
Looks homely.
I love that. The text says it looks homey.
Here's a letter from your father. He asked me to present it to you when you've seen this house.
So like the text says that she says looks homey, But if you listen to what she actually says it looks homely, which means it's like, it looks kind of ugly. Sleep! When you read this letter, I will already be on the other side of the world. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I'm not the father you wanted me to be. This was all so sudden, so I didn't have much time to tell you or figure out how to take care of you. Then I thought about this workshop. It might not look like much now, but it will brace you from the wind and cover you from the rain. I have left my workshop handbook that details how I created things in my workshop. The rest is up to you. Do your best and live a wonderful life. You will always be my pride and joy. Pa.
Here's the workshop handbook of your pa's. Take your time. Come to the Portia Commerce Guild tomorrow. It's located around Peach Plaza. Can't miss it. As much as I'd like to give you a builder license right away, you'll need to prove your worth through a couple of tests.
Got it. Tomorrow.
Anyway, I'll leave you be. Get some rest.
This is weird to be hearing this with another voice. I always do the Australian
Bye,
voice.
Presley. Thanks for your help.
And now we wake up, and
This house is so worn. I need to fix it or I won't be getting a good night's sleep.
so that's one of our things. We have to get a lot of wood for that today. Go to the Commerce Guild. Now, first tip, don't go directly to the Commerce Guild. First thing, it's not open for yet. It doesn't open until 8. So run out here and pick up stones and sticks. And yes, I saw it. No, I have mail. I was a backer for the Kickstarter, so I have like a lot of starter things. There's a chest here for similar stuff. Worn gloves. So that's our combat weapon right there to start with. But let's keep picking up rocks and stuff. Can't pick those up yet. But run around and gather, whatever loose finding sticks and rocks you can find. Because you're going to need them anyways to make the tools to advance the story a little bit here. So that should hopefully be enough just to make one of the two tools. Alright. Yep, we can make the simple axe or the pickaxe. We have, I think, enough stone for both. Yeah, so we'll make the pickaxe, the simple axe. Now, with the exception of cutting down trees like this, don't carry around your axe inside the workshop, because you can use it to hit, like here, you can see I've got the thing on here. It lets you hit down some of the stuff that you can, so like if you've got a furnace going, you can hit it with your axe and bust it and stop it from what it's doing. So, absolutely don't do that. But your first day, do the, as much wood chopping as you can, because you're going to need wood to repair your house up good. Alright, so we now have a pickaxe. Great. And let's reorganize my work stuff in here a little bit. I like to do pickaxe first, axe second, my weapon there, and that'll do it for now. And now we're gonna do, you can come to the assembly index here and see, here's all the recipes I have, and all the ones that you don't have yet. So it's like, okay, yeah, no, my dad didn't leave me many recipes. So we are gonna need to make a stone furnace, so build that. Place the wood. We need some more stone for the stone stool. Oh, hello, Emily.
Hey there! I'm Emily, your next-door neighbor. It's so nice to have new people move into our town. You should drop by my ranch sometime.
Say hello and chat.
I'm just having trouble remembering things.
Yeah, well, when you first introduce them, you don't get the chat thing. That changes in Sandrock, I think. We're gonna need a lot of stone. I think it's 10 stone for the stool. Alright, that is all the stone that we need for the day. So we're gonna come over here. We need a stone stool. Yep, it needs 10. Confirm it. Thing is, if you don't need it on your toolbar, make sure it's not on there. You know. Because with this game, you do need to, unfortunately, have it on your toolbar to craft it and whatnot. And so, let's go talk to Presley now. Everyone's out here at the church. And now we get a scene.
Nice to see you. How are you settling in?
You can say any of these you want, so we'll just say very well.
Great! Let me introduce you to the Commerce Guild. We're the organization that orchestrates trade across the entire Free Cities region. This is the Portia branch. We're pretty busy throughout the year. Now then, let me give you your builder test. This is pretty easy. Make an axe and pickaxe and bring them to me. You need to have wood and stones to make these. You can gather them on your own or buy them from the Total Tools in Central Square.
Yeah, Mars is a total tool, alright.
After you have the raw materials, you'll need to craft the items on a work table. I saw your parcel run in your yard, so check and see if that still works.
And it's done, so boom, we just talked to him again.
Excellent quality! Nicely done. You can keep them. I just wanted to see what you can do. Now for the second test. You are to build a stone furnace. This one's a bit tougher. You'll need to use the assembly station in your yard to complete this task. If I remember correctly, your pa kept a very detailed account of the things he made. You might want to flip through his workshop handbook and see if you can find a diagram for the stone furnace. Once you have a diagram, just use it on the assembly station in your yard to start construction.
And we're done with that already?
Great
So
job!
boom.
You pass. This is your builder license. Congratulations! Now you just need to take this license over to the mayor's office and get your workshop registered, after which you can start taking regular commissions. Come back and talk with me after you register.
So now we get to go next door. Woo! All of that excitement, I know. It's a little slow to start, but it's honestly, the way I play, it's even slower to start. Because I'm going to suggest, like, the commission we're going to get here. And, oh, wow. We are red on my connection here, so hopefully...
Welcome. You must be the new builder. I'm Gale, the mayor of this town. It is truly wonderful to see young people getting involved in the telesis of our society.
Looks like we had a hiccup in the streaming quality there. Hopefully it won't look too bad or slow down on your guys' ends.
I'm here to register my workshop.
Very well. What is the name of your workshop?
I kind of wish I had people here today. I know Autumn was probably at her birthday celebration and all that. So it's just me here today. So what are we going to name this? We could fill it in that way and do it Sleep Incarnate's shop. One of my favorite ones to do is Doomworks, like a parody on DreamWorks. Which we could do DreamWorks, since our name is Sleep. About Sweet Dreams. We'll call it our workshop Sweet Dreams, and if people want us to change it later, let me know. And we can change it. You can pay to change your workshop name in here. So we'll call ours Workshop Sweet Dreams. Oh wait, no. I mean, yeah, it would be Sweet Dreams. So it is the song, you know, Sweet dreams are made of rays. Even though it's supposed to be this that she sang. Snooze Shop. We'll call it the Snooze Shop for now. Boom. Confirmed.
Nice name. There, your registration is complete.
Thank you.
Also, we're going to have a fireside town meeting once in a while. They'll be announced through the mail. Try to make them if you can. You don't want me being the only one there. I will cover town and world events at large, the usual, you know. Hi.
Absolutely always talk to him.
I hope Portia can be more prosperous under my guidance and become the model city in Free Cities Alliance.
Yeah, he says that backwards. But the reason being, look at relationships here. His relation perks. This is how you're going to save you money. And it's not going to be a lot early on. And it's not going to be as important. But when you get to like the max levels, that 25% discount is going to be huge. Because after the 25% discount, your final level is still 187,500 goals to purchase. So he's a big one to do stuff with. Presley's really good early on because you get extra commission points. But as you get further in the game, his is less important. Emily doesn't have much. She just gives you gifts sometimes. Also, you can see I do have the DLC for all the characters' attires. I'll click this one on her. But like some of these, I'm like, I don't like that. The white dahlia, like these ones for some of them, the nightwear ones. I love it on some characters, and then some of them I don't. So same with the other DLC pack. Like with both Emily and Ginger, for example, it looks like they're walking around in a wedding dress. Whereas like Sam looks like she's in a pimp out, like a white pimp outfit. So I jokingly call her Pimp Mommy Sam. So we'll see, come in here.
You're now a bona fide workshop owner. Your pa would have been so proud. Let me explain some of the processes for our trade. Here at the Portia office, we post workshop commissions every day on the board, over there. Based on the speed and quality of the results, we make a ranking of the workshops every week listed on the wall behind me.
There are other workshops in Portia?
Oh yes, adding yours, there will be 5 workshops in our jurisdiction. Besides the ranking list, you also have a workshop rating, which is listed on your license. The higher your rating, the higher quality the commissions you can get. But don't worry, if you have your father's work ethic, you'll be #1 in no time.
It's usually about sometime in the middle of summer you'll get there, even if you're doing commissions every day. Now, for the first week, you're probably going to struggle with getting commissions because you just don't have all the materials for some of these things. But that's fine. After that, you're going to be spiraling, until when the next year comes around and everybody gets reset to 0 points, you're still going to be destroying Higgins as your next closest competition. And the other 3 you don't even worry about.
Once you're done with your orders, you can pick up the commission fee from Antoine if it's from the guild or the respective person who commissioned you. Builders make most of their money from doing commissions through the Commerce Guild. But some just build items and sell directly to the market. That's fairly lucrative as well.
And this answers one of Autumn's questions. How do you make money in Portia to get up to the thing? It takes time. You do the commissions. Now, there's more tricks and secrets to this, and I'll get into those as we get there, but absolutely, this is one of the best ways to make your money.
Anyway, since this is your first commission, I've kept one just for you.
Playing favorites, are we?
Higgins! You already took one today!
There are never too many commissions! Good day!
That's Runt. He's the owner of the current #1 workshop. Brilliant businessman, but I don't like the way he does things. Well, I'm sorry. That was our last one today.
No, it wasn't. There's 3 on the board behind you.
I've got a job for you.
Or not. What is it, Arlo?
Gotta love Arlo.
We're looking to build a bridge to Amber Island.
So the mayor finally put up the money? Well, young Builder here is up for the challenge.
I should have named myself Builder, just so it makes sense that everyone's like, Builder, Builder.
Yeah, he figured that place could be a real tourist attraction. What with the haunted cave and all.
Check your pa's workshop handbook to see if he has a bridge diagram in there. I remember he built a bunch. If it's there, use it at your assembly station. After you're done with the bridge pieces, you'll need to go to the designated spot and assemble the bridge. Also, And this is important. For a project as big as a bridge, you'll probably need to dive into the abandoned ruins to gather materials. We have one such ruin in Portia. It's located at the bottom of the temple tower.
Hey, want a duel? I'll go easy on you.
No, not yet. I'm not level up for that. Introduce ourselves to
Hi there.
Antoine.
I know who you are. I'm Antoine. We'll probably be seeing each other a lot. Don't underestimate the difficulty of the work at the business. I keep track of every order. The hardest part is I have to stand all day.
So while we're here, we can take a look at this. See if we can build talismans. No, I don't think we can do that right now. And we definitely can't do these ones. Hardwood, bookshelf, we don't have any of the materials for that. So that's what I was talking about is, you know, sometimes you can't do a whole lot.
Hey! When I was your age, I worked from dawn till midnight. All that hard work paid off, and I'm now the commissioner of the branch.
Just get talking to LM. So here's my first real bit of advice. Hold off on building this bridge. You do not want to build this bridge for a while. And part of that is because you want to build up as much money as you can. So we'll put this over here on the side of the house for now. We're not going to be using it today. Put our builder license in here on the wall. Or not. There we go. Alright, and now we'll fix up the gaps. And my cat is outside wanting in. Give me a second. Well, come on, whiny butts. Now I have both in here with me. Absolutely, this is your first focus, is just build up, repair your house, and gather materials. For your first week or so, should be nothing but getting materials. Oh, we need more wood. See, you need to go, you know, your first day should be primarily focused on wood gathering, because you're going to need a bunch more wood. I think it's another 30 wood. Let's check out all of these. Portia Times. Hello, new subscriber. This is the Portia Times. We are sponsored by the city government and the local commerce branch to bring you the latest news in our city for free. We are a monthly publication, so papers will be sent out on the first day of each month. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to visit our office on Main Street. Portia Times. And here you can see I got all of these, because, you know, some of these are DLC, some of these are from my Kickstarter campaign. So, there you go. Dear backer, thank you so much for backing our game. After such a long road through development, we finally reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed your time at Portia. Here are the digital backer rewards. Keep those, that's a better one, so I can sell the ones I've been carrying around. We'll hold off on looking at some of those here for a little bit. Some wood. We absolutely need to get a lot of wood today. Oh, talk to Oaks.
Hi-oh! You must be the person the mayor was talking about. I'm kind of simple, but I hope we can be friends.
Yeah, you're more than kind of simple. You're pretty simple. But introduce ourselves to Lee and Noel.
And you are? Oh, you must be the new builder the mayor told me about. I'm Minister Lee of the Church of Light. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And Nora?
Oh, hi there. Are you new here? I'm Nora. I'm a missionary at the Church of the Light. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, and unlike in Harvestella, missionary doesn't mean she's good at kicking ass or anything like that. Introduce ourselves to Sonia on the
You're
way.
that new person. You just inherited that workshop outside of town, right? Ah, sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Sonia.
But we'll work our way down towards Mars's shop so we can sell that pair of gloves that we got. Introduce to people as we go.
Hi. I haven't seen you around.
Oh,
You
wow.
are?
Look at that water coming out of you. Come on down. Talk to Martha.
Hi, you're probably the new builder everyone's talking about. I'm Martha. Nice to meet you. I run a bakery here in town.
There's 8-It.
Oh, you're new in town as well? I just moved here a little while ago. Name's Audit.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to suspect that he's the big bad of the game. Pinky. I love being some Pinky. Introduced to Polly. Oh,
Hi.
Once, I said I wanted to be the strongest man in Portia. They all laughed. Then, I said I wanted to run a furniture store. They laughed even more. But look who got the last laugh.
Yeah, you sure did. Alright, here we go, Mars.
Hey. I can't wait for summer. Spring is too rainy.
He doesn't get any introductions anymore, this seems. Okay, well, we'll sell. So here's our next tip for making money. If you're going to sell, pay attention to the market price up here. If it's above 100%, absolutely go ahead and sell. And it can get up to about 120, 125% sometimes. I think the highest I've seen is like 129, 130. But there's other times where it goes down as low as like 88%-ish. And those are the days you want to buy stuff. So when you want to like buy your upgrade kits to get your bronze weapons and so on, or your bronze tools, this is where you come for those. So like this should be worth 5, and it's only going to sell for 5 because it's not going to go up. If I was at 120%, I could get 6 goals for this. But hey, it's just clearing up some space there. You know, I don't need a second set of gloves now that I got those. And I think I actually get 2 sets of the steel lining as well from the backing. But that's not what we're here for today. We are going to try and get as much wood as we can. We need like 30 or 50 or something like that for all of what we need to repair the house. And I like to have extra on top of that so I can start building some chests. They're not great early on, the low-level ones, but they're better than nothing for organizing. Alright, that should... Yeah, that should be enough for what we need for now. Alright. Your first priority is always going to be, for your first several days, even the whole week, is gather materials. Always gather materials. Build up your supply. You know, you gotta be a hoarder in this game. Never let anything go, you know, to waste.
All the gaps have been fixed. I'm finally going to have a good night's sleep.
There we go. And we have extra. That only took 30. So let's go build a chest. The 2. Oh, it's under furniture. Wooden storage. Yep, we can build a chest. And you're eventually going to want a ton of these. But as you grow and whatnot, you'll get more stuff. So let's see. Let's get more of these things here. Oh wow, this is a lot of sets of clothes. So this is another reason why I wanted to get chests. Thank you, dear player. Thank you so much for purchasing our game. We bring you lots of new attire for you to wear in this Player's Attire Package 2.0 DLC. 12 items in total. Please make sure you have enough inventory space for them before clicking keep. We hope you enjoy your time at Portia. So you get the Future Weave, Extra Drippy, etc., so we'll keep all of those. The Sandrock Deputies, the Comfy Jams. So let's take a look. I think these are all the same rough thing. Defense 20, max stamina 15, action points 1. Yeah, so it's at this point, it's whatever we want to wear fashion-wise. So let's take a look at what these look like. Oh, I gotta put that on so we can see the full outfit. Hold on. Options. Show hat. We got space-wise here. So we could look like that. Or... Let's see. Oh, wait. Extra Drippy, Future Weave. Oops, I got a mix here. So we have Future Weave, Extra Drippy. There's the Extra Drippy. So there's the Extra Drippy set. Or here's the Future Weave set. Or we can do the Sandrock Deputy outfit. Or finally, the comfy Jam Jams. I don't know, I kind of like that one. Just go around in our night robe. But we'll put on here like all the clothes and whatnot. Let's see, that's set there. And this is one other reason to have chests, is if you've got all the DLC and you're a backer and all of that, so here we get more hats. Thank you so much for purchasing our game. We bring you lots of new attire for you to witness players' attire package, 24 items in total. Yeah, so keep those. Yeah, and there's stuff that's going on the floor because I don't have the room for it. Which is basically like all the DLC outfits. Yeah. So let's go get some more wood and make another chest, because we're gonna need all the space we can get. Are we full again? Yes, we are. Okay. Let's put a few things in here, and then that'll clear some space up for us. Get some wood. So this is your first day, a couple days. Just go around opening chests. Oh, and I'm out of stamina. Don't have any goals? I have 105 goals. That's not gonna give me any good. So I can go around. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have enough wood. So that's all the wood we're gonna get today. But what we can do is we can go running around looking for chests. Say hi to Django.
Well, if it isn't the young builder, pull up a seat. What would you like to hear about today?
I was wanting you to say hi to me, but okay, whatever. So, like, you get chests over here. Dried apple slices are phenomenal, just not this early on. Salad sauce is also good for right now. We'll use these buffs to help us recover stamina. Why am I stuck here? There we go. Now we're still one short. Just keep chopping on stuff. I mean, apple slices, the dried apple slices get better the later you are in the game because they're percentage-based heal on your stamina. I think it's 10%, which is phenomenal. They take forever to get, but if you get aroma apples, they're really much faster because you get 5 per aroma apple instead of 1 per regular apple. Alright. Craft 2 more of these. Oh, perfect. We got them right there on the bar. Alright, let's try to do these by outfits. So, carefree, and carefree. Alright. Next is Wandering Heart. Wandering Heart pants. Apparently I don't have the Wandering Heart pants. So let's go with Charming Spirit instead. Here's that set. Wandering Heart. Wandering Heart, Wandering Heart. I do love the looks of some of these outfits, though. Like, I love the Leisure Breeze. There's Wandering Heart. Okay, let's do this. Go over to the next box. Blue Elegance. Blue Elegance. Blue Elegance. All the same thing. Leisure Breeze, Leisure Breeze. Leisure Breeze. I like that. I like the look of this outfit a lot. But we're just trying to organize these so we have, you know... Yep. Spot. So, alright, so Country Passion. Country Passion. Country Passion. Innocent Memory. Innocent Memory. Innocent Memory. Okay. Stripy Neatness. Stripy Neatness. Stripy Neatness. Charming Spirit. That leaves more sitting over here. I don't know. At this point, who knows? It's a set. There's a set. Country Passion. Oh, we're missing that one. For that set, Wandering Heart. There we go. There's where we got things mixed up. Try to clean up out all these letters in here. Dear player, thank you for purchasing our game. More DLCs, you know. That one's not actually adding anything in. Here's the swimwear one. Straw hat, swimsuit top, swimsuit bottom, and sunglasses, so you actually get an accessory with this match. With those. Purchasing the game, here's the DLC package. Here's our backer shirts. And yeah, here we go. Another backer set. So yeah, you get 2 sets of Steel Lion and the nice casual welding set. Which I think might be better than everything else. Yeah, the casual welding set is amazing. Look at that. Max stamina 25, defense 100, as opposed to defense 20, max stamina 15. You need to be level 12 to wear it, though. So we've cleared out all our mail. That's our whole day here, basically, then. Like the swimwear. The backer shirt is nice, but we can sell that. Won't sell for much. None of these sell for much, you can see. Oh, the swimsuit does. So if you really want to make good money and you have the swimsuit DLC, there you go. You know, that's 10,000, 15,000, 15,000, so that's 40,000, just those 3 pieces. So we'll put that set in there. And there we go. And we have room for one more item. So pop the Kickstarter shirt in there. And voila. Then if we really wanted, we could put on our sunglasses. There we go. Rocking our jams. But I kind of like the, what was it? Here we go. The Leisure Breeze outfit. This is one of the alternate outfit for, I think it's Arlo. Here, take that off so you don't see that. But there you go. Just a nice little outfit. We can rock. And we still have, it's only 8 o'clock now, so let's go chop down some more stuff. With a little bit of stamina we have left. Because wood is life in this game. It's one thing I do, I like and dislike both about Sandrock. Wood's more scarce, especially in the early game, but you also have more options in having to use wood. So, like, I have to use wood to power my furnaces in this game. There is no choice. Just wood. But in that one, you can put in your power stones and your greater power stones once you level them up. And they've got something called dregs that you can use, and you get dregs from everything. There's a scrapping mechanism and all that in play. So there's a lot you can do with it. Alright, and we have mail again. From a lot of people, holy crap. From Antoine. Hey Builder, at the end of the week we need qualified people to inspect these products. To coordinate with this, we will not post any regular commissions during the weekend, but feel free to turn them in. This is awesome, it's really useful. Don't turn your back on doing this. It's a great way to get extra reputation points. It's also a great way to get some prizes in the mail the next day. The Civil Corps. Hi Builder, I just want to inform you that the Civil Corps of Portia can take some commissions from you when it comes to gathering materials from hazardous ruins. You can post a commission on our commission board in the Civil Corps building at the northern end of town. There are some guidelines on the board that you should read before posting a commission. That's all, Arlo. Portia Civil Corps. From Town Hall. Hello, new builder. We'd like to remind you that Portia currently has 2 authorized ruins for you to dive in. An abandoned ruin number 1 below the Church of the Light, and a hazardous ruin in the collapsed wasteland east of town. For your own safety, all other ruins are currently off limits. Thank you! And then from Polly. Hey, new builder, I have a manly commission for you to help get you settled in. You feeling it? I'm in need of 3 copper blades for some of my furniture. I expect nothing but macho quality, okay? Also, if you don't have one already, you'll need a grinder to create these blades. That's all I know about builder stuff, except. So, like I said, you're going to start getting little side commissions like that right off the bat. And you can see we got another one over here. From him to do a, I think it's a fishing pole.
Hey there, I'm Chiwa, the smallest of the Hulu brothers. There are 7 of us, so it'll probably take you a while to get used to it.
Fun fact for those who don't know, the naming scheme of the Hulu brothers is actually a thing within China. It's Dawa, Arwa, Sanwa, Silva, etc. It's literally basically like oldest son, second son, third son, etc. The Wa is not son. I've drawn a blank on what the Wa is because you don't see the character here, obviously. But yeah, that's what it is. So it's like literally, Da is oldest or biggest. It literally Da is just big, and then all the others are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chat with them.
Around, and the fishing around Portia is just the best. So many spots to go fishing, and the fish are oh so tasty.
The fishing rod.
You're the new builder, right? I'm Chiwa. I live to fish, but a big one broke my fishing rod yesterday. Can you make me a new one?
Sure can.
Oh, thank you.
And it's not even 8 o'clock yet, so yeah, definitely one of the first things to do every day is to run up here and try to beat Higgins. Now, early on, we're not going to do very well with getting commissions, but once you start hoarding stuff and spend your free time gathering, that will grow to change. So 8 o'clock, go inside. Try to beat him to the best one that you can do. Early on, you're going to want to find one that you can do. Like, I can't do shell necklaces, I don't have talismans. Copper pipes, we can't do that today. Fiber cloth, we can't do that today. Those both need processing machines. So, yeah, I don't think we can do any of these. Because the necklaces and the talismans, I believe, need string, or maybe it's plant fiber. And they need some other stuff that we don't have. Like the shells we can go get for the shell necklaces, but like we'll run over here and take a look at those. There'll be under wearables, so like talismans, wood and marble. We don't have any marble. Shell necklaces, rope. You have to get that from a skyver. So this one we can technically get, maybe, if we're lucky, but we're probably not going to because of the quality of our pickaxe. We can't do like the really good rocks. Oh, there we go. There's one marble. And there's 2 marble. Perfect. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll get the talismans if he didn't take it already. That's how you're going to get your money, is doing stuff like that. Is just get your commissions, work on one every day if you can. I think he took the talismans one. No, he did not. Perfect. Now, for the other stuff, we're going to need to kick trees, we're going to need to go into the ruins, etc. I don't think this is the tree to kick. Yeah, this is a rubber fruit. Which we will need a lot of later on. So definitely don't skimp on kicking early on. I think it's the bigger trees, like this, that we can get. Yeah, there we go. The wild cocoons. We need wild cocoons to make fishing rods. And honey's useful. Royal honey's useful. Oh, there we go. We're done with that tree for today. Try to get more marble. Ooh, Emily's got a quest for us. Everyone's got quests today. Say hi.
Made some fresh pumpkin pies. Come and buy some when you have some time. Hey, neighbor, do you have a minute? I've been meaning to talk to you.
Go ahead.
Sure, what's up? I just got a new craft recipe all the way from Highwind. It's a box that can be used to cultivate crops. People in Highwind have been using it for a while now, and supposedly it's great. Can you build it and test it out for me? If it works as advertised, I'll order a few more off of you. How about it?
Sure thing.
Thank you. Here's the craft recipe. And here are a few seeds to plant. If you want more seeds, you can buy them from my granny's shop. Try growing them to maturity and show me the harvest. Also, I have a tip for you. Using fertilizer will help increase the harvest. I'll give you some of that as well.
There we go. So now we can do that. Let's see. Our things. Fishing rod, we still need more wood, and we need a copper bar. Ugh. Can we do a copper bar? Do we have enough copper to do that? Nope, we're still missing some. So again, breaking rocks to try and get marble. And there's not enough out over here, so we gotta keep going along this side. Can't break that one yet. We can't break this one yet. Ooh, there's one we can break. Yeah, this feels weird for me going back. I'm so used to later in the game when I have like the best tools and everything, and I can break everything. Like, can't do that one. You're just like, no, I can't do that. Can't do that. And as you get better and better at tools, and you can break bigger and bigger things, you know, better trees, better rocks, whatever. That's when you start getting the really good ingredients and stuff. So, like, one of the questions Autumn asked was, How do I get sapphires? Well, you need a better axe. You need to break the crystal things. I think we need 2 more marble. I think we need a total 6. For the thing. There's 5. Come on, give me a marble. So, like, once you get the bronze pickaxe, for example, I can break some of these bigger ones and I'll get marble almost every single time. But we won't be getting bronze anytime soon, unfortunately. Because that takes a good chunk of money to get the upgrade kits. Oh, here's Remington. Let's say hi.
What's up? You must be the new builder I heard about. I'm Remington, a member of the Civil Corps. If you got any troubles, let me know and I'll try to make it go away.
Yeah, this is one of those things I was talking about. That's not pronounced corpse the way he pronounces it. It's pronounced corps, like the Marine Corps. So, but you'll have people like that, like the voice actors didn't get good direction, so you'll have some that pronounce it Portia and others pronounce it Portia. Anyways. There we go, we can make some copper bars. Craft as many as we can. Talismans, we need wood. And we need another marble. So, keep on hunting, gathering stuff, making money. Now this will pay off. We'll have good money afterwards for this, for where we're at. But, you know, you don't have to do stuff in the first couple days other than like just gather resources. Because you're going to need those resources, especially bronze. You're going to need a ton of bronze, which is one of the reasons why I say hold off until like the end of spring at the earliest to do the bridge. Because the next thing is going to be building the DDs and the taxi service, the DDs and the DD stops. So, absolutely work on building up your stuff. You might be like, oh, I've got 200 of this. That's all, or 50 of this or whatever. And you're like, yeah, no. The next tier up, you're going to need to make something that you need like 20 of that, and each one takes like 8 of the thing from before that you need to make. And it's just like, oh, okay, no. You want massive stacks of like everything that you can do. And if your resources are getting there, like you're getting a ton of stone, process it, turn it into bricks, turn it into other stuff that you're going to use. Never just sell it as it is in a resource thing. Unlike Harvestella, processing is always important and better for money in this game. Alright, we definitely have enough wood. So let's see if we can find more stones to get one more thing of marble. I'm not seeing any anywhere. So we will make the fishing rod today, but we may not be able to make the talismans soon. Let's see if there's more stones out this way. I don't think there are, but... kind of go wandering. Yeah, until you get a few levels, I wouldn't kill monsters either. Because there's a lot of these spots where they'll spawn a Tucker one. Like those Mr. Ladybugs back there, we kill them and it'll spawn a Mrs. Ladybug and she's like level 25 or something like that. But yeah, getting over there to Amber Island is useful, but it's not useful just yet. It's much better once you have a better, like, set of tools. Bronze at least. Oh, here's...
I'm Toddy. You're the new builder, right? It's always nice to have more builders.
Yeah, some people pronounce him Toady and some pronounce him Toddy. It's one of those things like the voice acting is not direct. And you get the same thing with Skyrim and other Elder Scrolls games. Like, most of them will pronounce Boethia and some will, have that few. They're like Bathia. or Bothia or something like that, where there's no consistent direction in how to pronounce things. There we go, we found a rock. Come on, give me some marble. Yes! Woohoo! Whenever possible, try to complete your mission that you get in the same day that you get it. I don't know if that's a bonus. Oh, we have skill points. Always put skill points into there to start with. You can later respec, I believe, pay to respec. But until while you're leveling up, get this because it's going to eventually help you level faster. But I don't think it's in here, but I think there is an inherent. But like in Sandrock, there's a perk you can get for it. But I think it's inherent in this one that if you turn it in the same day, you get a slight bonus. I could be wrong. Still, it's always good to turn it in the same day because then you're not, hoarding onto it, and then you can run in the next morning and go rush to it there and try to get the next one. But this is what our first few days are going to definitely be like: is try to get them what we can, but not necessarily successful. Can we make 3 of these? Yes, we can. And we can make 1 of these. Where's your fishing rod? Right there.
Looking rod. Thanks a bunch, mate. Here, I have some extra bait. Maybe you'll enjoy fishing as much as me.
And you're the guy that wanted the talismans.
That's Starlight Island you see out there on the...
Oh, yeah. Oh. Thank you. I will put it to good use. Now we have money. And paper flower for whatever reason. Resilience plus 3%. We can wear that. We can wear those. We can learn from that. That'll clear up some space. But yeah, you can see it's definitely like, oh, I need to start clearing space for things. So, furniture, wooden storage. And the small planter box. You need animal feces, soil, which you can get from the abandoned ruins, and wooden boards from the silver cutters. So that's not something we're going to make anytime soon. It's good to have on the agenda, as it were. Alright, let's make a couple more of these. So we can start organizing our stuff. And some people might think this is excess, but I mean, you saw I filled 2 of them already just from clothes. And the nice thing is I can rename these. So like this one. Clothes. Perm. Rename that one clothes. And the nice thing is that we'll put them in alphabetical order up here, so you can go, okay, doom, 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 doom. So this one we can put, oh, next one. There. This one we can make ores. This one we can put raw food. So things like meat, honey, royal honey. Things that you can throw into whatever. This could be raw materials. It could be wood and fiber and stone and these and so on. And you can see I'm already clearing out a lot of space. And that's important. You always got to have a good storage system put together for whatever the heck you're wanting to do. With our last little bit of energy for the day, and that's part of it, definitely upgrade it, get some more stamina. But, gather wood this way. We've used up all our energy for the day, that's fine. We could eat that, but why bother? It's 8 o'clock already. Refuel. And then now that this, I can do a sort all, and everything that has in my inventory that, you know, has a spot in here, I can then throw over there. Simple as that. And that's why you have to keep yourself a good organized system. You know, that way you know where to find things when you need to make them for the assembly table or platform. Because those ones you have to have in your inventory. Everything else you can have, you know, as long as it's... and the cooking table. Those are the two examples you have to have it in your inventory. Anything and everything else? Nope, you're good. Throw in another piece of wood, and that's, you know, keeps this always going. So, like, hey, I can throw stone in there. Or make charcoal. You don't want to make charcoal early on. Like, you can, but until you get better axes to start really cutting down better trees, don't bother with charcoal this early. You're going to need a ton later on. Absolutely, but for right now, no. And you can see we've got a meet and greet. That's going to be Gale saying, "Hey, go meet and talk to people." There's our bridge to Amber Island, and this is our little ring to go check out the abandoned ruins, which we need to do. We need to get copper. Absolutely going to need to get lots and lots of copper. But first things first, let's see what we can do today. If we can start getting him on the Commerce Guild commissions... Let's see what's it. 8 charcoal. No, absolutely not. 6 stone stools. We can probably do that one. That's 180. 3 bronze bars. No, we can't do that. 3 shell necklaces. Can't do that. So yes, we will do the stone stools. Because we have enough stone for it. And that's important to have, the stone for that. You know, always pick something you know you can make. We know I can't make bronze bars because I haven't been to the ruins. I haven't gotten any tin yet. I haven't gotten much of anything yet. We know I can't do the shell necklaces from the previous day. And we know I can't do some other things. So, there we go. We'll wait a couple minutes, talk to Gale. Oh, Higgins hasn't come back. We can go do this. We can go steal a copper bar. I think it's usually a copper bar. Sometimes it's a bronze once in a rare while, but it's usually just a copper off of his workbench over here. He's got a furnace over here. Yep, see? Exactly. Bronze bar. Yeah, you can sometimes get bronze off of him, you can get copper off of him, but if you get back there before he gets back, it's no reason to rush and beat him to the thing. You can get some free materials off of him. Oh, where are you at? Oh, yes, there you go.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you see anything you like? All my flowers are freshly picked.
Nothing today. We don't need flowers for that. Thank you. You've been a huge help. Got our rep points up by 29, 180 goals. Now we can start affording things. He'll want us to do a meet and greet with people.
Hello.
Hi.
My sweet Ginger is waiting for me to have dinner. I need to head home right after I finish the work. Not a minute's delay.
Unfortunately, he still says this if you marry her. It's like, dude, she's at my house. What are you talking about?
Oh, right. You should get to know some of the people living in this town for your own benefit. I've made a list of the store owners within the city walls. You should go introduce yourself.
Yeah, all the store owners that I talked to the other day that didn't say hi to me. Yeah, this is their official greetings, so. Right, we can come over here, talk to Albert. And a lot of these people will give you free things.
Welcome! If you're in need of a house or workshop upgrades, this is the place to be. All you need to do is select a plan from the catalog book in our company.
And so, like, he gave us this free marble. Say hi to QQ. Or not, he's asleep.
You're the new
Gust?
builder. I'm Gust. I'd love to stop and chat, tea, cake and all, but I'm busy. So, good day.
Yeah, you won't even look at me, man. And yeah, we can't talk to QQ when he sleeps. Which is a pity, because QQ is probably the best pet of the 3 in the game. Working our way around the city here. Oh, there's Mars.
Nice to have you. If you need tools or weapons, you can come to my shop. It's got the best selection around these parts. Now, you look like a nice kid, so I'm going to give you these for free, as a leg up. Don't tell my wife, though.
Copper ore, tin ore, and stone brick. All not useful. Not as useful as, say, the upgrade kit, but that's expensive, so...
Oh, a new builder! Always nice to see young folks moving in. If you need refreshments, I'm your man. Try this. It's on me this time.
He gives you a juice, which is... It's okay. It's not great. You know, it's a defense buff, but you don't need a defense buff most of the time, unless you're specifically in the abandoned, or not the abandoned, but the hazardous ruins, and even then it's like, eh... It can be useful, but it's not the most useful food item. So that's why I would definitely be like, okay, no, we're going to sell this. Talk to Polly. Again, there we go.
Welcome, smallish builder. I sell furniture here at my store, so if you have any need for manly decors, you know where to find me. And since I'm so manly, I'm going to give you this to get you started.
Hardwood.
Hi.
Chat.
I said I wanted to be...
Yeah, he's saying the same thing he does before.
Goodbye.
These guys are all useful to level up, especially Mars, because then you can get their stuff upgraded. Can I sell... No, those can't be sold here. But like, see, she can sell some good stuff that's interesting as you level up if you can't find it throughout your works.
Welcome to our little town. Hope you have a wonderful time. My store sells clothing and costumes, so if you ever need to upgrade your armor or suit for a date, come see me. Now you look like a nice kid, so I'm going to give you something for free as a leg up. Don't tell my husband, though.
Yeah, don't tell your partner that you both
Hey,
gave me something free. Got
I'd
it.
love to visit the beach, but I'm too busy with the shop.
But absolutely
Goodbye.
getting a bit of stuff from them is really handy. Like, she's going to give you pigments, which you won't need for a while, but they're always useful. We'll sell those. They're worth one thing. And that's going to be our weapon of choice for a while, until we can get better. But they're actually absolutely really powerful, so there's no complaining there. Let's see, we still need to talk to Sophie over at her place. Still need to talk to Dr. Shu. And I think that's mostly it left. Let's see. Who's left on that list? The meet and greet. You can unpin that and pick up space. Dr. Shu, Sophie, and yep, that's it. Furniture maker, we need to get that one done. The farmer, we need to get that one done. But neither one of those has a time limit on them. And that's the important thing. Find the stuff that has time limits. If it doesn't have a time limit, you don't need to rush it if you don't have to. Because they're all, especially for the story stuff, there's going to be times like, okay, look at DDs. You want to have all 5 DDs built before you even, or have at least the materials for it, before you go there.
Hello, nice to meet you. If you have any need for food items or seeds, you come right on by, you hear? Let me give you something as a welcome gift.
Milk.
Hi, Emily loves my home cooking. Maybe you can come over for dinner sometimes.
She's probably the least important of the merchants to level up your relationship with, because her stuff's so cheap. And, you know, like, seeds, especially a lot of times you'll get more seeds from stuff, so... Is it absolutely essential? No. Is it useful? Damn right. But like Mars and Polly especially, you know, Mars has the upgrade toolkits, Polly has a lot of recipes for things. So they're both really useful to level up. Phyllis?
Oh, who might you be?
Okay, that's all the introduction I'm getting from you? Okay, I guess. Let's clear this off of the map.
Hey there. First time ruin diving?
Yep.
Alrighty, let me explain then. All the ruins in the Alliance of Free Cities are regulated by the Civil Corps. To enter the ruins, you'll need to pay a weekly maintenance fee, but we'll give you a 60% discount the first time. When you enter, I'll give you the jetpack and scanner, very handy ancient relics. Mining for resources becomes a lot easier when you have these equipped. When you come out, we'll need them back, since they're very rare. This one beside me is an abandoned ruin. No monsters or robots in there, just resources and relics like power stones. Anything you find in the ruins are yours to keep, unless they're ancient weapons. Then we're supposed to hand them over to the church for destruction. Okay, I'm done. Have fun and be safe in there.
We'll probably go in there tomorrow. Oh, there we go. A workshop money order to make money through commerce guild commissions or by selling items directly to shopkeepers. The game is really hard putting that in up there on front. And yes, what you sell does help, but more importantly is when you sell it, like I was talking earlier with the watch what the market value is for everything. Come in and say hi to Dr. Shu.
Hey, welcome to Portia. I'm pretty much the only doctor around here, so come see me when you need to heal up or buy health items. Here, have these as a welcome gift. Hey!
Got some herbs, huh?
If you don't feel very well, just come to the clinic. I'll offer you my best help.
Oh, nice. There we go. Alright, then we're going to spend the rest of this day gathering resources and building another furnace. Absolutely do the jumping around on things. Go run behind buildings. You'll find chests like this here, which are useful eventually. Some of them, like the bloodstones, are useful for some higher level stuff. Check Isaac over here.
Hello. You're the new builder, I suppose. I hope you're wiser and more reasonable than the other builder in town. I think he's a fool.
Yeah, nobody likes Higgins.
Life is time, so enjoy your time in Portia, but don't waste mine.
Well, okay then, grumpy old man. And then there's May.
Hello, new builder. That is who you are, right? I'm May. I work at the newspaper. See you around.
There we go. Alright, let's go ahead up over here. Sort all. Ores, we can put that in there. Raw materials, put those in there. Those aren't raw. Ooh, there we go. Turn that into metal. Or the bars. Raw food, that'll be raw food. That's kind of a raw food thing. It's more of a cooking thing, but you get the idea. Oh, I forgot the pigments. Clear out some space as you go, because we're going to need a lot of things that we can do. Make some more furnaces, for example, is one of the things I want to do, so we can have one going with copper bars and one going with bronze bars. And maybe even later on have one for stone bricks. But you always want to have your furnaces going if you can, which, again, in the first couple days is not easy. But make do with what you can. Absolutely get your wood and whatnot going, though. 2, 3, 4. And as you get better, you get better attack as you level up from like your level ups. Speaking of, we also had a level up yesterday. So apply that. But you'll also get things like these. These are absolutely the next two that I would buy. After maxing this out, I would do 2 of these and then 1 of this. And then start working my way down until I'm about this tier, maybe, and getting all 4 ranks of artisan. I say 20% costs on stuff. And I like to have this one, the Fish Encyclopedia, as well, for my 5th one there. And then, like, I do those, and then you can come back over here to the fighting one, because about that time you're going to start doing a lot of combat. And get to about the 3rd tier here, and then you can come back over to social as you start focusing on socializing and romance and making friends and blah blah and so on. So it doesn't hurt to jump around the trees. Sandrock is nice in that you have different trees specifically, like you actually gain experience separately for the different trees based on what you're doing. So like you have a crafting tree and a gathering tree and all that, and then you got another one for socializing and so on. Another stone furnace. Let's actually try to make 2 of them. Oh. Hit the wrong button. And boom. Always have a bunch of furnaces. Try to always have them on if you can. Like, we got a little bit of copper ore. You know, we can make a copper bar here. We can make a bronze bar with a little bit of tin we have. Let's see, we need a grinder. But we don't have old parts. We have to go ruin diving for that. So we'll do that tomorrow. I think it's mostly just try to find... Oh, hey. Hello, Sam. Hey, don't run away. My wireless keyboard is not always picking up.
Haven't seen you around. Where are you from?
I'm from Barnarok, which maybe we'll see in a future game. Like, this and Sandrock take place at about the same time. There's a character... Mason that shows up kind of near the end of this game, who's actually he's retiring from being the builder in Sandrock, and he's there as like the builder as you show up in Sandrock in that one, and you know he's the one that you're getting his workshop as he's retiring, and he still hangs around for like a week or 2 until you advance the story a little bit before he finally leaves. You gotta advance the story a few stages on that one. And that's one that's like, yeah, definitely advance the story a little bit, because you need to work to get access to the abandoned ruins in that game. Whereas in this one, you get like access right off the bat. But having worked for it, you get like a free pass for the first week to that area. So it's definitely like, get it done as quick as you can so you can make as much time in the ruins. But like your week that you have access to it isn't from when you build the thing, it's from like the start of the game. Because you have access to their yard too to salvage stuff, and I'll show that when we play Sandrock. Maybe we'll do Sandrock next week. Do this on Saturday and Sandrock on Sunday or something like that, or we'll do Sandrock in a couple weeks, like do this on Saturday and then a little bit of Harvestella just to finish off the quests and romance and whatever else. There's not a lot left, though, to be honest. And I am glad for that. I am glad to be done with Harvestella. We've been playing it since it came out, and, you know, I've got 2 separate playthroughs on it, so I've played it twice in the, like, 3 months or so since it came out in November. Get all the resources we can. Yeah, I know, this is not great, but until we get better tools, this is kind of the best we can do. You know, since stuff doesn't respawn every day. So that's important to always, you know, upgrade your tools early on and everything else. always important to always be advancing, always be gathering, or crafting, or processing, or all of the above. Ooh, let's put that final point in there. And now we'll tear through the levels here for the next several levels. Not here to pick up? Nope, perfect. Just keep tearing through the thing. Yeah, I'm guessing Autumn's off at her birthday celebration while playing Animal Crossing. So we'll probably see her Saturday next week. She was kind of unclear if she was going to be here today or not. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. Birthday, you know, real life, all that comes first, definitely. And I think this is going to be the last thing we do today is chopping this down. And now we'll go back this way. It will be really useful to have a horse or llama later on, but like there's a I think it's in the autumn. There's a festival which is like just horse racing or llama racing, and if you can get a llama trained up by then, it is really useful. Adding more food because you can just tear through things, be really fast and whatnot. Always do the festivals, you know. They're not always the most interesting or useful, but always do the festivals when you can. Alright, nothing going on over here. We didn't have anything processing. But we will soon. So let's put some wood in all of these. Alright, everything's processed and full. And early on, when you have such a small grounds, that's about the only thing I would do before running up to here. Because you want to beat him up here again to 8 a.m. Later on, I wouldn't even do that. Like, you'll have big enough furnaces that you can let them go for an entire day without restocking them, so you can let it do when you come back. And your, you know, property is going to be so huge. It's just like, oh no, I need to get moving now. Because you gotta make your way through your house and across your yard and all that. It's becomes so much bigger. What do we got today? 2 basic skivers? Nope. 2 copper blades? Not today. 2 copper plates? Not today. 3 talismans. We will do that. And this is one of the reasons why I'm like, yeah, you gotta be kind of picky early on. You know, I can't do 3 of those. I don't have the machinery for the basics. Like, you need the grinder to make the skiver. You need, you know, there's a other thing that I think it's not the skiver, but the there's something you need something for. Point stands. There's, you know, absolutely things that you just need more materials for. Like right now, I need all this to start dropping marble. And I think I got 3 marble earlier from one of the folks I talked to. I think it was Mars. Or no, it was Albert. So I should be good with making a few of these talismans if I can get 1 or 2 pieces more. And then we'll go into the ruins. There we go, there's 2 pieces right there. Perfect. Used up about, not quite 50, but a good chunk. You know, early on, that is a lot of stamina, unfortunately. Later on, especially as you get things, it's like, oh yeah, no, 50 is still going to be a lot, but you're going to not use up that much this fast. Wait, hold on, talismans, there we go. Yep, I can make 3 of them. Perfect. Hello, Emily.
How about the planter boxes?
Yeah, no, I haven't got the materials for those yet. I'm gonna look at. Someone over to Martha, okay. Looks like. Or whoever it was, I don't remember who it was. Hey, Sam.
Hey! It's beautiful outside the town. Right, little fellow?
Yeah, if we date, we're gonna have to change that. You can't stop calling her little
I
fellow.
heard about you. Name's Sanwa. Nice to meet you, Builder.
Yeah, he says it wrong. He says Sanwa. It would be pronounced Sanwa. But again, no direction on the voice acting. Oh, it wasn't Martha. It was over here. Someone who was moving. Back. Oh, there's a chest over here. Right away. Which is marble, what I needed. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, there's some in chests in some of these houses too, so absolutely go in people's houses when you have no stamina. I think there's one right here. For an aroma apple, which is really useful later on. Oh, dang it. Arlo! You the one I can talk to? Yes, you are.
Hey! The Civil Corps serves the local federation. The Flying Pigs is an exploration community organised by the Commons.
Yep, there you go. It's like, thanks. If you don't need help, you go ask the Civil Corps, blah, blah, blah. Time to do our first day of ruin diving. Next tip for this. When you pay to enter ruins, absolutely use it every single day of the week. 80 goals for a weekly pass, yeah. So it's cheaper this week, but at 60% off. So in the future, it's like 200 goals for this one, and it'll be 300 for the next one, and so on. Mining tutorial, yeah, it's how to, use your things, dig, use the F key, to find the relic scanner. I wouldn't bother with a relic scanner on your first day or two in a new ruins. I would start looking for things like, you can see the different types of, like, this is definitely sand over here, and that's copper. And we need copper. Just come in and gather all of the ore your first couple days whenever you go to a ruin. Because especially when it's a new ruin, you're going to have a lot of ores that you're like, oh, I need to find this. You're going to unlock so many new things with new ores. The nice thing is, for this game, as you go advance the ruins, they still carry more of the same stuff, so you're just going to have a larger variety at each one. In Sandrock, no. You're not going to find copper and tin in your later abandoned ruins. You're going to find new stuff in those. So you have reasons to go back to the first set of ruins for things other than just relics. Like in this one, you got to find relics. That's the only thing that differs is like the later ones have all the same stuff, plus different relics. So it's like, oh, I need to complete this relic, as opposed to, oh, I need, copper or tin or whatever. Oh, we got a couple levels there. Excellent. Since we were doing this, that'll cut down on some of the energy. And yeah, once you get these, your stamina will last a lot longer every day. But you can absolutely see I'm building up a lot of copper and a lot of tin already. Just this one little pile. And it's going to get us through the next several days. I don't care about relics early on. I don't care to look for, oh, I need an engine, I need this, that, and the other. Those will come back, they'll come up later. But first off, I need copper, I need tin, I need materials, I need soil, I need X, Y, and Z. So, I need soil to make the soil box. I need the materials to make everything that I need to make. I do need old parts, but I find those on random sometimes. I'll end up having an abundance of old parts. And we'll use the last of that to get a few more swings. Oh, wrong one. Went too far. Or not far enough, rather. Oh, hey! How's it going, Autumn? I see you finally joined us. I thought you weren't going to be here today because you were at doing the celebration. Yeah, sorry, I didn't notice you as quickly this time as I normally do, because with the Switch, I can have you on the chat on the same screen as my gameplay. Obviously, for this one, since I'm playing on PC, you know, having the mouse so I can demonstrate where things are and stuff like that, I can't do that. Oh, there's Arrow, which is Arlo's horse. Each one of them has their own unique horse. All right. So sort all raw materials, food, and now we can craft all the copper bars and all the bronze bars and whatnot that we need to start getting things going. And I'm actually going to put another thing of bronze bars going, because we need so much frickin' bronze early on. Actually, you just need bronze tons throughout the whole thing. So your birthday party was just a Popeye's takeout kind of thing? Need animal feces, and I need wooden boards for that stuff. Copper bars. Oh. I don't have enough of those, so we're good there. Okay. So this is going to be a good example of what I was talking about earlier before you popped on, Autumn. I've got no stamina today, but I still got, you know, it's only 5 o'clock in the day. Oh, so you're going to celebrate next week? Are you going to be here Saturday then, when you're celebrating that? Or are you going to be missing out on stream and have to watch it later on the review? Good example. There's that there. Salad sauce. Ooh. Let me think. I think there's one in here, in this person's house. Django's house, yeah. Yep, he's got one right there. The practice sword, which is absolutely useless for me, since I've got all the DLCs and the backer bonuses and all that. I can't go here, probably. Yeah, it's closed. I closed the door.
What do we have here? Oh, a data disk.
You know what it is?
You want to know? This is actually related to how you can discover new diagrams for your workshop handbook. We rely on relic components from the past to build a lot of our current constructs. Many relics in this world are beyond our current understanding, and you won't be able to build them. Not even in 100 years. That's where this data disk comes in. These data disks are located all around the world. They hold lots of useful information on the old relics. If you find any, give them to us and we'll help you research into these relics. We're not miracle workers, so don't expect us to come up with things from scratch, but we do know a thing or two about how the components should fit together. Anyway, just remember that if you find any data disks, bring them to me, okay? Hello? My busy work schedule at the research center can't stop me from reading books. I like books that cover a variety of subjects.
What's going on tomorrow that you're excited for?
Goodbye.
Hello, fellas.
Hey, Dr. Sue is a great doctor.
I'm studying under him to learn everything I can. Then hopefully, open my own clinic one day. Goodbye.
Hello, Merlin.
You're new, aren't you? Are you lost or something?
Hello, Lucy.
Hi. We don't get new people moving all the way out here too often, so nice to meet you. I'm Lucy. I'm a teacher at the Portia school.
Yeah, you missed out on character creation here, Autumn. We had to pick names without you. That's a pain in the try here. Let's see if we can get to it. Okay, there's one down here. Since I'm chest hunting. Herbal mixture, good medicine early on. And nope, that's not below there. I gotta remember how to get up there. Oh wait, I think I remember. There we go. Got ourselves a talisman, which we can equip. Oh yeah, that's what you're excited about, yeah. So you're getting your game tomorrow, you're celebrating Saturday. What's the plan? What are you doing your celebration on Saturday? Is it going to be like the afternoon like this while we're doing stream, or is it going to be earlier in the morning, an evening thing? Let's see. Yeah, I can tell you're excited. That's all we can do for that for now, so we'll put some more of them here. Alright, let's see, we'll put this for food. Do these for cloth. Okay, so and for gardening. Those in there. And the last one is miscellaneous. You already know what you're getting for your birthday? I mean, we obviously knew at the other thing, obviously, but you're getting the Sailor Moon thing too, huh? Throw that in there for now. That we can sell, because you can tell the attack difference. Like, the DLC, it's from DLC, it's from a backer thing. I think I call that for a day for this game. Or for this, etc.
Hi. So you're the new builder in town. I heard you're from Barnarock. It's a lot more humid here in Portia. Have you got used to the humidity here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're talking protective case for your Switch. Got it. Okay, yeah. So you're getting a lot of Switch stuff. That's cool. Yes, I've gotten used to the humidity, because I honestly don't feel it in the game.
That's alright. We have a recipe here to help cope with the humidity. Just use some milk, golden salmon, and salt to make the creamy salmon stew.
And how the heck do I make it? I haven't got a cooking table.
Oh, perhaps you don't have any cooking equipment. Talk with the ladies at the research center. They should be able to help you.
There you go. There's our name for so far for the shop. You'll have to let me know if you ever want to change it. We named it Snooze Shop because, you know, we named ourselves Sleep, of course. So let me know if you think we need to change things. Hello, I'm always looking out for things that maybe aren't important to the research center, but they still tell a story from the old world. If you find something special which seems to have a story, please bring it to me. Thanks, Petra. That's like, hey, if you find like the ship model in the ruins or something like that. Come up this way, and oh, hey, we can talk to Lee about the other discs thing.
Good day, Builder. Oh dear, a data disk.
You know what this is?
Of course, this is what the ancients used to store information on their technologies back in the age of corruption. It is highly dangerous because there's a chance this little item here could contain the blueprint for Armageddon.
It can't be that bad, right?
You're what, 18, 19? The Age of Darkness is probably just another fairy tale story to you, right? When I was young, my great-grandma shared her first-hand account of the time before Peach, the time when folks lived in ruins underground. She went days without food, everybody fought each other over the most basic of things, and people were considered old if they managed to live to 30, and it was always dark. Imagine that, because that's what the end of the world looked like. That situation was created by the very same sort of dark technologies stored inside this little disk.
I don't mind humidity if it's, like, not hot as well. It's the combination of heat plus humidity.
Anyhow, I'm not trying to scare you, but it's the reality of your builder business. Dangerous technologies are spread all over the world, waiting to be stumbled upon and rediscovered. Places like the Research Center and cities like Vega 5 expedite the recovery. Calamity will strike again, mark my words.
He's actually, like, I find how interesting, like, it's interesting how anti-technology he is. Not just through the story, but, like, there's the two different gun recipes, and you can make them and, like, give them away, like, Sam loves them. They're love gift, like, one's a like and the other one's a love gift by Sam. But if you ever use one, he takes a relationship hit the first time, I think. And I think it's a pretty decent sized one. It's like a 15 or something like that. I don't remember. But he does not like it if you use guns. Whereas in Sandrock, using guns is expected.
So, it's a priority of the church to seek out and destroy all the data disks and other dangerous relics. With help from ruin divers such as yourself, of course.
So I can give this to you.
Yes, that's right. The church will reward you handsomely for your efforts. We have in our possessions a vast amount of green technology learned through the ages. Wait a minute, I know that look. The church isn't against the use of good technology that can bring telesis to our society. We're only against dangerous technology.
What kind of green technology?
Mostly special seeds. You'll see. We can share what we have with you as you bring us more discs. You do know how to plant crops, right?
I don't know yet. We only just started. It's not going to be Ginger. Definitely not going to be Ginger this time, because I've already got the achievement for her.
Oh dear. You should ask your neighbor Emily about how to farm. Okay, great. Here, I'll take the disc and give you some seeds to get you started. When you discover more discs, bring them to us, and we'll give you more seeds. You'll be doing this world a great service.
And getting back to the Sailor Moon case, it's funny you say that. I don't have a Sailor Moon fairy case for the Switch itself, but I do have one that holds something like 32 or something like that games. And I use it for like all of my like most violent games, my first-person shooters, my horror titles, etc. It's like it's the most cutesy-looking box, and it's got the most violent games on it inside it. Cotton seeds are dang useful. Probably the best seed to have. That and the tree seeds. Oh, I kind of hope one day we have a lifetime Ragnarok eventually, but right now it's oh right, it's Saturday, and we don't have enough rank for this. I was rushing for that for no reason. But yeah, Ragnarok would be nice eventually. We have Sandrock, which I'll probably do that. I don't know. Do you want to keep me still seeing me play Harvestella even though we finish it? Try to do the little bit of like character quests and whatnot that we haven't finished, or do we just want to move on and do just Portia and maybe like one day of Portia and one day for Sandrock each weekend? Like, I still have one more guide definitely for Harvestella, maybe 2 or 3 more. But, you know, we're just about done with it on the stream, so... You know, there's not a ton left to do. You know, little character quests, and basically going through Caranoid and getting married. And that's about it. Yeah, I mean, just because his items are easy to find doesn't mean much of anything. I mean, ooh, excellent. Can't level that up yet. Sure to keep playing Harvestella, or sure to let Harvestella go and keep going, and or move on to just Portia and Sandrock. Ooh, I didn't notice that last time. Old parts. Maybe this will have some old parts in it. We need old parts. Yes! No. Power stones. Good, but not the same thing. Oh, don't get me started on how many games I have for the Switch. I've had the Switch for a couple years now, so... You know, I've got cartridges that have like 3 or more games on them, you know. Like the Atelier trilogies. I got the Dusk and the initial Dusk and Mysterious trilogies. So Dusk is still a trilogy, but Mysterious got a 4th game and Sophie 2, and you know, the Arlen trilogy became the Arlen quadrilogy with Lua and so on. So they're definitely growing to expand some of their series. Come on, I need old parts. Still only have one of them, right? Yeah, I need another one. If I wasn't specifically looking for old parts, this would be more focusing on the... Oh, let's do this. There's stuff right over this way. It's like 2 right over here. Oh, they're relics. There we go. Full parts? Yes. Ooh, and a small engine for later on. Perfect. Now we can go back to trying to get Puffer and Tim. Well, no, you're gonna find all of his items down here in the ruins, because you find the archaeological design book and everything all over the place. Oh yeah, QQ is fun. QQ is hands down the best of the 3 pets. I mean, I'm a cat person generally, but you gotta love QQ. You don't have to be married to him to do that, though. That's one you can just do with anybody. I did that while that's just as you raise up his friendship, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like I had raised his relationship up while dating Ginger, and so I got to do the running with QQ a lot too. And you haven't answered yet the question of the day there, Autumn. What is the thing you most love about Portia? The game or the city? Or both? We have a good, healthy start on all the ores and stuff that we want and or needed. See, I don't need sand. There we go. More ore. Yeah, absolutely my recommendation is. Hey, how's it going, Dio? Alright, question of the day for both of you. What is your favorite, most loved aspect about my time at Portia? I don't have any stamina regeneration things. Yeah, Ack is really easy to level up too because you gotta get all these chips and stuff, but he's not someone who can romance. Let's go to the next entrance that way. Personally, I love Sam for the romance characters, but I'll be the first to admit, none of the Civil Core have great benefits for romancing them. Oh, went too far without the fuel. This up this way. Yeah, I can't give you a good hints on the Switch version. I don't have the Switch version. As you can probably tell, I'm playing on the PC. One of the advantages of that is that I can put mods on here, so it's something I can help. It also lets me have the mouse here, so I can demonstrate how oh, look at this over here. Yeah, that was one of the things that was really frustrating when trying to do Harvest on the Switch. Was Here, look at the map over here. Oh wait, you can't see over here because you can't see my mouse cursor. I do need 3 copper. Spades. Going. And you're not too surprised about what? That I'm playing on Switch? Let's see. Let's start this. So let's do this. Retrieve. Another stone furnace. Absolutely don't do this early on. It's great later on once you have a good axe, but do not do that early on. Do not turn hardwood into wood until you have an axe that can get you more hardwood. That restores stamina. That restores stamina. That's 8 points, 8 points. Stamina, don't eat that. You know, it'd be good if they do, but I don't know that they ever will. Just to give you fair warning. Because they're already moved on to Sandrock. Absolutely could be something to ask about them in their on their Discord though, the Thea Games Discord. Yeah, kind of zipper line. Stamina. Perfect. I do have enough to power this for a little while. Well, it's not just their love quests. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about here. You have like the characters that you can romance. So, like Polly, you could romance, you know, theoretically. Although he's not one that's worth it, but like the benefits that you get, relationship perks. Certain characters have really, really good ones, and other ones don't. So, like Arlo, you know, if you marry him, he'll bring back more loot from his Civil War commissions. Remington's, I think, makes them faster, and Sam's makes them cheaper, or vice versa. So let's take a look. I've got both Sam and Remington on here. Yeah, his costs cheaper, and hers might come back faster. Whereas you have things like if you marry Ginger, then Gale sends you money in the mail once in a while. If you marry Gus, you get a big discount from his store, and you get less as just even dating him. You get, you know, cheaper for your homestead upgrades. I Off the top of my head, I don't know what to tell you. It's right now it's only on Steam because it's still in early access. So, but yeah, I think it is about the same price as Portia was, about 30, $40. Let me pull it up on my phone to answer your question there. Pull up my Steam. But they're not going to release Sandrock on the Steam. Sorry, not on Steam, but the Switch anytime soon. It's not even completed as in early access. Like we don't have we reach a point in it that they're like, well, that's as far as the story goes. We're still working on the third act. Because again, it's still early access. It's still very buggy. It's not as bad as it was, but like they've added in a lot of story. But like I've been playing it since the alpha days. Like I did one video. It was a very brief stream before it cut up and dropped early on, and my connection is being really bad right now. I just noticed, but like it was like two or three story quests in, and that was the end of it. You could keep playing, or there was some versions that's like as far as it would go, and it would like that it locked you out of the game after that. So they've definitely been advancing it and building it up, but it's still in the works. Let's see. Yeah, right now Portia on Steam is running $29.99. Sandrock is $24.99. So it's $5 cheaper, but it's also not a completed game. To answer your question, Autumn. Okay. Let's go. Can we get in here yet? Or is this closed already? Yes, we can get in here. Excellent. There are rooms in here that have chests, if I remember right. One or two. Yep, there's one. With a slingshot, which is it's an accessory you can put on, or you can give it to I think Toby is the one who loves it the best as toy as a gift. This is Nora's room. Someone's got the magazine under the bed. Got those goods. Magnetic bracelet. That's a good one to give to, I think Phyllis, off the top of my head. I don't know. I do have two mods on here that I'm playing with. One lets me have the longer names, so you can see like the snooze shop, the name of the workshop, and the other one, once I give someone gifts, it will give me things showing like how much relationship they do. So like, for example, I hover over it right now, doesn't say anything, but if I give it to Toby, then in the future it'll tell me, oh, this was a love gift by Toby and how much relationship points I got from it. Let me check on this, because this is really bad on my connection. Let me make sure of what am I connected to. Yeah, I should be connected to the good one. Are you guys seeing this? Like, how is it looking on your guys' end? It's still showing me that it's slow. Everything here. And maybe I need to switch my internet. Oh, now we're back in the green. Let me know how the stream quality is going for you guys, the video, the speed, etc. Because we've been having some hiccups today. And while I wait on your answer on that, I will be right back. Yeah, that's good. As long as it's not too bad. Yeah, it's on my OBS, which is what I do my stuff on. It's got a little color thing that really highlighted for me, so it goes from green to red, with like yellow and orange and all that in between. I've been looking over and I can see it in red every now and then today, so it's like, ooh, hopefully that's not so bad. But you never did give me a clear answer. You just kind of said, sure. Do you want me to continue playing Harvestella next week? Or do you want me to say, we are done with Harvestella, let's focus on Portia and maybe a bit of Sandrock? Like, I'm still going to do a couple more Harvestella educational videos, talking like post game and stuff like that. But do you want the streams to just be like, we're done with Harvestella? Or do you want to continue seeing like the character quests and the romance and whatever? Like one day every week for that? And while I wait on your answer to that, we will keep going back to looking for chests and stuff. Oh, they're in here with me. They're just being calm and quiet. One of them is curled up. Those like boxes that are like a 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot cube, like the little pop cube that you can put into certain like those little like cubby hole like shelves. I've got one who's just sleeping in one of them, way back there behind me. My room here is the family storage room. We just happen to put a desk in here because I worked from home when I had a job up until recently. Let's see. That's not worth putting on. Actually, resilience, that's defense. That's defense. That's better defense, so let's put that on over this. Yes, please keep doing Harvestella? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so we'll do Saturdays Portia, Sundays at Harvestella for another couple weeks until we really finish up all the character quests and everything. And then we'll move on to Saturdays Portia and maybe Sundays Sandrock. How does that sound? Or maybe Sunday Ruin Factory, we'll see. There's those completed. One of those. We're called. Do I have one that hasn't been labeled yet? No, I do not. I need to create one for tech and another for relics. Oh, the dating quest won't take long at all. We already played about 2 or 3 days yesterday after the game, and it takes like 5 days, 5-6 days in there. And then another couple days after that for the actual response, and then that's it. That's the entire relationship quest. It's the mayor shows up one morning, says, oh yeah, how are things going? Have you thought about sharing your life with someone, blah, blah, blah. Here's the promise ring recipe for when you are ready. Whoops, it's already past midnight. Let's get to sleep. And then, your fire fairy shows up after you craft the thing, and she's like, oh, well, pick this person that you can send the letter to, and I will deliver it, and then like 2 or 3 days later, you get the letter back that says, go see them, and blah, blah, blah. It's really short. There's not much to the romance. It is Sunday, so I don't have to worry about it. We have an important announcement at tonight's fireside meeting in Peach Plaza. Please try to make it. 1900 sharp. Alright. Alright. Grab some of those. We don't have any wood. We can make a couple copper blades. Good thing. Man, we're already getting tourists. Wow. I thought they didn't really start to show. I thought I'd been a while since I played this early. Ooh, Lua. Hey.
Who are you? Are you a spy for the Dubos Empire? Huh? You're just the new builder? Suspicious.
You gave me a ride over here. Come over here and Jack. Hi.
You're new, right? I'm Jack. Nice to meet you. I hope you have a good time in town.
Yeah, you're not the one I want to talk to. I was hoping you were Toby. Anyways, let's go find Polly if we can. They turn into copper blades. And then we'll go ruin diving again.
Strapping quality. Expected nothing less from you, smallest builder. Hi.
Once, I said I wanted to be the strongest.
He really
man in
needs
Portia.
more chat lines than just that.
Do you?
But to answer your question earlier, Autumn, you see this market price section right here? It's not as noticeable in this as it is in Sandrock. But this is going to determine when you sell things. Like, this would be an okay day to buy things. I wouldn't do anything buying or selling on this day. Well, I mean, yes, they moved on to Sandrock because it's the new game by the same company. It's like, hey, you know, we're done with Final Fantasy 15 because now Final Fantasy 16 is coming out. Or, you know, whatever. It's not that Sandrock is bad, you know, is, oh my god, amazing, or Portia is bad, or whatever. But Sandrock improves on so many things in here. Like, I talked about this, and if you go back and rewatch the video later on for the stream, you'll see what I'm talking about it. But, like, the character customization in this, in this one, you have one hairstyle. You just go this hairstyle, this hairstyle, this hairstyle. With Sandrock, you have 3 different chunks to make up your own personal hairstyle. You have the base hair, you have the bangs, and what they label as ponytail, but it's, you know, ponytails and pigtails and, like, buns and stuff like that. So there's a lot to build up off of it. Oh, I didn't put that up. I don't need a max health right now, but it's still good to have up there. But getting back to what I was talking, market price. You were asking, hey, what do I sell to make money in this game? It's not so much what you sell as when you sell it. So, like, this is not a day that I would buy or sell. It's too close to base. For buying, I would wait until this is down below 90%, like something like 80, 85% for buying. Or if it's up like 120+%, that's when I would sell. Those are the days I would sell. And no, I don't hate it. I understand it. You know, hate is too strong of an emotion for me to have, you know, for that kind of thing. It's just a thing that happens. You know, everyone moves on. You also have to keep in mind how old this game is. This is, you know, this has been out for, geez, like 5-6 years, it feels like. Let's see when this first came out. Yeah, it was officially released in 2019. Yes. So it's about 4 years old. But that's the official full release. The early access, the Kickstarter, the beta, I think was about another year or two before that. So we've been seeing this for a long time. And people were ready to move on to the next one in it. And so I understand it. You know, it's not that people are, oh, there you are, you're the one I was looking for.
Did you just move here? Never seen you before.
Here, let me give you a gift. Confirm. Wow, I've always wanted this. Thank you. I'm so happy. So the next time I find one of those, it'll show me that, you know, he gets +10 relationship from it. And they might. I don't know what they're going to do with Portia. You got to keep in mind the company's not going to do too much. They might do bug fixes here and there, but they're not going to come out with too many more DLCs. I mean, they did come out with one not too recently, but the DLCs for this game are like outfits, you know. So like, we'll look at some of the characters here. Does he have one? So like the attires, you know, this was there, and then he's got the nightwear one, which came out recently, or better look would be Emily's. You know, this is what the DLCs are. They're clothing outfit DLCs for the characters, and then you can have the same outfits for you. The story's basically done. They're good with Portia. You know, the story's told. It doesn't need new expansions or anything like that. It needs, you know, bug fixing here and there, sure, but although the relics and loot hidden here are very alluring, we still need to be careful in these ruins. In the gaming industry, 4 years is old. You gotta keep in mind, this game, the Switch version is not that old, but this game came out on PC first, and that's part of why the Switch is so buggy, is it's a port. This is the game that, you know, playing it on PC, this is what it was designed for. Oh, there's nothing over here. Oh well. But yeah, I've got a mod on here, like going back to talk, since you're talking Toby. I have 2 mods on here that I'm playing with. None of them is going to change the gameplay so much. What they do is, one is it removes the character limit length on how long I can name things. So like, I could have just kept naming myself Sleep Incarnate, Sleep Incarnate, Sleep Incarnate, Sleep Incarnate, Sleep Incarnate. I just went to sleep. And the other one is, when I pick up an item, if I've given it to a character, it'll put a little information in the information bar saying how much relationship they gain or lose when I give that item to that character. So like, if I get another slingshot and I look at it, it'll say, you know, Toby plus 10 because he likes them. Alright. Let's start looking for things like relics and engines, especially. We're gonna need 5 engines. They may move them over there eventually, but if they are there, you have to buy them. You know, they weren't for free on this. The only ones I got for free, and you know, it's free with like huge quotation marks, are my backer stuff, because again, I backed them when it was the Kickstarter. But, you know, let's put a pause on this and I can show you here. Oh, you can't see the Steam overlay. I need to fix that. Yeah, I'll have to fix that when I do my settings next time. But like for this, they're like $5-6, I think, per a DLC. So that's interesting that you can't see my Steam overlay. So on the plus side, you won't see, you know, friends popping in and whatnot kind of things. But the second time, I can't show you, like I can't do the shift tab and go into stuff like that to show you. I will have to mess with that settings a little bit. I'm still trying to set up the settings to demonstrate this because it's OBS is kind of funky when it comes to working with Steam games. It can be done, but it's finicky. Actually, let me do this. Look. Why is this not letting me do it? Let me check something on here. I mean, you also have to keep in mind the mobile and the Switch versions are also the last ones that they came out, so they're still working on bug fixing those and so on. But let's check the eShop here. So they do have, oh wow, it is really, really cheap right now, but they do have the deluxe edition and the housewarming gift set, which I think is a DLC. Yeah. So I think that comes with a housewarming gift set. Let's see what that is. Yeah, the housewarming gift set, which is yeah, the housewarming gift set, that's not something we have on Steam either. So people are complaining, people are complaining, oh, we don't have this on this on Switch, and it's like, well, you guys have stuff on the Switch that we don't have access to on here. Now, mind you, I prefer what we have on the PC over what you guys have on the Switch, because what you have on the Switch is like it's a good starter set, but it's not like a phenomenal. But then none of these outfits and stuff are. No, I haven't looked at the most recent price for the Steam Deck. It's way too expensive for me either way. I can't afford anything right now. You gotta remember, I'm between jobs right now. I got an interview tomorrow for one that will hopefully be really, really good. But, if I don't find something in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna have to go back to trucking. Which is gonna mean that I'm only gonna stream like every other weekend. And when I'm home on those weekends, I'm also gonna have to be doing a lot of my recording in advance for the weekly episodes. So I can do at least 2 episodes each week. Or do 1 episode per week. But I'll have to do record at least 2 episodes, maybe 3, whenever I'm home. Oh, another galloping horse piece. It's useful eventually to have. It's actually one of the better items to have in your house if you've got a lot of room, but especially until later on when you get really good stuff, but But yeah, I would like, especially if I'm still a truck driver, I would love the Steam Deck. It's not as essential for me now since I live at home, but if I go back on the truck, absolutely will be a thing I'm going to get back going. Is a couple paychecks in, go, yep, I need a Steam Deck. I need to unlock. Absolutely unlock that. That's one of the achievements I don't have yet, is the have you unlocked everything. I've got the max house and I've got married, dueled everyone and stuff like that, but I haven't got, unlocked all the backspace, because it reaches a point that it's kind of obscene how much backspace you have, and you really don't need it. Even when you unlock a new dungeon, because you're like, oh yeah, I've got so much stuff in storage space at home. My favorite villain in Ruby is absolutely Neo. And Torchwick, is a good second. They make a good pair. They actually had a book that came out about a year or so ago, I want to say, that was just a look at how the two of them met and, their early days. And it's a good story. Because Neo's past is kind of dark. Oh, I would have internet in the truck. What I'm running my internet on right now is actually the same thing that I used to run my internet off of from the truck. It's like a little portable thing. I can get 100 gigs out of, upload, download, etc. every month out of it. I'm still paying it off, so it's like I use it for, so I'm not using up the family Wi-Fi, which is really inconsistent here. We've got a town meeting here coming soon. In fact, I could theoretically do stuff on the truck. I just couldn't stream for hours on end because, I'm having to drive every single day. But I could do my recordings on the truck, like. Well, the need to buy better storage is pretty typical of anything. Like for the Switch, I absolutely had to go buy a better SD card. And I still want to buy an even better one that I've got.
Good evening, everyone. We've been having lots of panbat sightings recently. I know they're cute, but still, don't go near them. They're dangerous. I've asked the Civil Corps to try something to scare them off, but I'm not holding up much hope. We all know what a panbat infestation's like. Sometimes I wish we had a tank.
I really don't think we're going to see any of Neo's backstory in the show, because we have the entire book dedicated to her backstory and Roman's backstory and how they met and so on. It would be redundant for them to have the book and then put it in the show. We might get little glimpses here and there of things that aren't in the book, but definitely go get check out the book. It's called Roman Holiday. It's written by E.C. Myers, and he's also the one who did the two Team Coffee books that are for After the Fall, and I forget what the other one was called off the top of my head, but it's them in Vacuo. And he also did one, I think, it's like a series of the fairy tales for the world of Redmond.
In other news, we've decided to proceed with the building of a bridge to Amber Island. A builder has already been picked for this project.
And we are not going to be building that bridge anytime soon, probably midsummer.
Also, we are in preparations for the construction of the DD transportation system. I'll be securing the funding over the coming weeks and pick a builder soon. Any donations are welcome.
And that exactly is why I don't build the bridge until like midsummer. I build up all the resources to where I can build 5 different DDs all at once, and then just go walk over, pick up the commission for it, turn it in, walk over, pick up the commission for it, turn it in, back and forth. And that's one of the ways that you can make a lot of money in this game, is those special commissions that are story-based like that. Make sure you're prepared for them before they come up. So, hoard all your resources.
What? How come I didn't hear about the bridge? When was this?
Oh, now I finally get to fish there.
He's asking for money again.
Finally, we have a new builder in town this week who lives in the old workshop outside the city gate. Let's all give a warm welcome.
Man, they didn't even record multiple takes on those lines.
Hello. My son Gust is nothing like me. Well, except for his talent and good-looking face. See you.
Oh, there we go. There's Ginger. Let's meet Ginger.
You must be the new builder. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Ginger. Hope you find our little town fitting.
And yeah, there's no one else out here that I haven't met already. We do have a little energy left, so let's chop down some trees. We're gonna need fuel for some of our projects here. Ugh, I can't copy these down yet, can I? Nope. Absolutely need to work on getting bronze and the money so I can get the toolkits. That's all I can get today. Structural dimension theory. I don't remember if that's one of the ones for Dust or whoever that goes to. That's something you need. So we need to make the civil cutter. Hey, whoa. No spoilers. I haven't seen season 8. I started reading that and I'm like, wait, no, that's a spoiler. Alright. We almost have the basics of what we need. We still need this. And then we got all the basics. Need 2 bronze pipes and a civil cutter. Or the marble thing. So bronze pipes. Marble plank. And that way in the morning, we should, hopefully, be able to do a thing. Materials. Models. I started reading it, and then you mentioned something about, some guy killed Ruby's mom, and I'm like, nope, I stopped reading it. Because that was getting into spoiler territory. I haven't seen Volume 8, I haven't seen what happened to Summer yet. I know that we learned about what happened to her in Summer in there, but I haven't seen any of that volume there. It's Monday. We got in the mail. From Town Hall. The annual Portia Fishing Day is happening this Friday and Saturday. If you're interested in participating, bring your patience and fishing rod and register at the event. This is the one that probably in the first year I would be like, you can do it, but I wouldn't necessarily be forced to rush on it. I'm Dawa, the keeper of the Portia Tree Farm. The last storm we had blew down some of the fencing. We're closed until it's fixed, so I need you to help me fix it as soon as possible. We'll need 5 wooden boards, thank you. Before the 18th. That's fine. We have 10 days for that. We will deal with that another day then. There we go. We got all the basic crafting material tables now. Yeah, volume 6 and 7 we know, but Summer's death, we don't see anything about Summer really until volume 8. Like, we know that she's missing, but we don't know that, Salem killed her, this, that, and the other. We don't, like, Salem claims, I did this and all that, but we don't learn the real details. Ooh, grinding stones. 10. 3 copper wire, no. 2 catfish, no. 2 stone tables, 187, 144. We'll do the stone tables. Alright. I need to rework this later on. Eventually it'll organize them alphabetically for you, I think, but it's not doing that early on for us. While I'm here, before I forget, I have things I can put in the house. That's useful, but she's stamina. The health is less useful. Voila. Well, Volume 7, we don't learn really the details. We just hear Salem saying, you know, oh, your mother died, blah, 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 but she doesn't specify what happened. She's basically just, oh, nope. You know, Ozpin ruins thing, you know, he's gonna ruin you like he ruined your mother. You're gonna die just like her. It's basically the only line we really get involving Summer in Volume 7. We don't get the good details on that one. Oh, I know, you are the most pitiful of boys. I know you can hear him. To those.
Hello. Have you ever heard of the story about the dancing robot? This happened several years ago in Ethia. A robot was found in the ruins and brought into town. The robot had only one leg, so it was balancing with its 4 arms. That's why it was called the dancing robot. Anyway, it later shot rays out of its eyes and hurt a lot of people. It's a sad story.
Now, whether or not that story is true, it does explain a lot about why V is so anti-technology. Thank you, and may Mother Earth watch over you. I didn't do it for you or the reputation, relationship, or whatever. I did it for the Wrath points for my workshop and the money. Back to the ruins. Absolutely, make use of every single day of the week that you pay for your stuff, because it costs money. But yeah, like I said, I only saw season 7 once, but I do remember that was like the one offhand line, and we were going to learn more in season 8 about what happens between Salem and Summer. Was the idea. I don't know if we ever did, because again, I haven't seen season 8 yet. So I'm rewatching everything on Crunchyroll right now, actually. I'm still in Volume 1 now. So it'll take me probably a week or 2, or more. We definitely have a lot of the ores and stuff that we need. We don't have the wood for it, so we can afford to do some ruin digging. Or relic hunting. With a few of these days. See, the thing about Ruby, I find, is that they don't do much with their most interesting characters, and maybe that's what makes them some of the most interesting characters. Like, I love Team Coffee. You know, but we hardly get anything of them in the volume. We get a lot more in the 2 books. You know, that's where it's confirmed that Coco's at least gay, if not bi. You know, she might be bi, but she's definitely loves the Lays, because she's like in her inner thoughts, you hear her talk about how attractive, a couple different women in the books are. And there's definitely hints in the book, suggesting for things like her feelings for Velvet are pretty, a lot stronger than, we get for other things. So it's like, all of the Crosshairs fan fiction is definitely getting fuel in the books for them. But it's the same thing. Like we didn't get a lot with Ruby Roman and Neo until the book. Like they had a little bit in the first couple volumes, and they definitely were really interesting. But it's like certain characters. It's like, oh yeah, no, these two characters hardly have any interactions at all. Like look at how little Ruby and Blake have interactions in most volumes. Or, Weiss and Blake. It's like, you guys are teammates and you barely, you share screen time, but you barely talk to each other. Ooh, I can start putting on the better here. So that's the thing, it's like, I like the series, but I can definitely be critical of it. Ooh, wrong button. It has its part, everything, you gotta be critical of the things you love so that they can make it better. I think that's why Volume 6 came out so much better than Volumes 4 and 5, is they took the criticism to heart, hopefully, of those volumes and the problems with those volumes. Wow, I am finding a ton of relic pieces. But none for the same frickin' relics. One of the great things you can do in this game is once you build some of the relics, you can put them out on display in your yard, and people will build their relationship with them as they walk by and they see them. So like the really big ones, like the monuments and stuff like that. I have not watched Euphoria. Yeah, see, he agrees with me. Or maybe he's disagreeing with me. He thinks I need to watch Euphoria. I don't know. He's being vocal. I actually don't watch a lot of TV and movies and stuff like that. I play a lot of games. Sometimes I'll go out with my Switch or my 3DS and play games while watching something on Netflix with one of my family members, but it's the same thing. Like me rewatching Ruby lately, I'm doing a lot of No Man's Sky or something with it. Oh, you're not hearing him? That's Shadow. One of my cats. He's being whiny. He wants out of the room again. He's like, you let me in, now you gotta let me back out. How's the volume? Can you hear me and everything else clearly over the game music? Do I need to change the volume for next time? Kitty minds want to know. Apparently. You can go through order to get this way. Turn down the music a little bit. Okay, let me test something here. Switch over. Let's try this. yeah, that's about the same amount of build I had for the Switch. So let's see how that works. You can, I wouldn't. I mean, they can eat chicken, but the grease is probably not good for them. I need to buy... I can't unlock that. Okay, well. Let's do this. Teleport back to the entrance, and now we'll just go hunt for some ores, because we have both types of ore in my inventory, right? Yeah, we have ores. I stopped looking for relics now, because I'm running out of space in my inventory. No, that's not worth it. There we go. There's a decent sized chunk, which probably just goes through a wall to the other side. Well, it's not so much that they get fat from the grease, as, you know, it's probably not good for their digestion. They'll probably start having the runs or something like that. You gotta remember, they're used to, like, raw food, primal stuff, so... How's that? Is the volume better? I might. I've done it before. I haven't done the dog before either, so we might do him instead. They're both kind of annoying to try and add in. Yeah, so like I was saying, the way that this works with Steam is kind of weird. Like for my OBS recording and all that. Like I can't have it do just the audio from just the game, so it's got my desktop audio. So like if someone messages me on Discord or something like that and I get an audio alert from that, you'll hear that. But at the same time, like you're not gonna see my Steam overlays because I didn't set that up right. Like you have to set that up specifically for that. Yeah, but I mean, Scraps is also, I think his name's the dog, is Scraps, is also kind of picky. Like, you gotta basically give them dog food every single day and for a while before you can, like, put them in your household. In Sandrock, you can have multiple pets. You actually have, like, little pet houses that you build for them. And as long as you've got pet house free, you can have a pet that you can move in with you. And there's way more animals in town that you can do. Yeah, they got, you know, not just cats and dogs. There's, like, birds and even a camel that goes through the town with like speakers on it. I don't know that you can actually like turn the camel into a pet, but you know, there's all kinds of fun stuff like that. So they're definitely expanding on it, you know, and you know, like I said, they're probably still working. They've probably got a small team working on the Switch port and fixing the bugs with it and all that. But you got to keep in mind the team that's working on Sandrock is not the same team that was working on the Switch stuff. The Sandrock team is specifically PC folks. They have nothing to do with Switch stuff. So, yeah, I need to take a day to get more wood because I need to get more. We'll put these in the miscellaneous for now because I've got all these relic pieces. I'm gonna put that into this kind of pointless. That's kind of pointless to have on me. Move that over. Move that over. I have not gotten Stitches. Like, Stitches that is the specific character I think you're talking about. No, there are so many different villagers that you can recruit to your thing that it's like, oh yeah, there's ones that I want to get that I haven't seen ever in my game. Like I said, her name's Marianne, the pink octopus. Haven't seen her. If I had, she would not be leaving my village. I would refuse to let her leave. That's how I feel like Anka's the only one of like the core 8 or so that I'm like, yes, I must have him. That I managed to get lucky enough to get. Nothing in there. And yeah, nothing out here. I know, you're whiny and pitiful. We're gonna play for about another day or two in game, and then we're gonna call it. Remind me which one is Stitches. Is that the dog that's like the mummy outfit? Like all wrapped in bandages and stuff like that? Is that which one was Stitches? Alright, let's look at what we got here. Copper bars, 5. We can do that, maybe. 5. 2 copper plates, 259. 3 copper wire, 182. 2 stone tables, 186. We'll do this one. Oh, the toy teddy bear? Yeah. Or one of the toy teddy bears, rather. There's a couple different ones that are kind of like toyish. Let's see. Up on button. J. Yeah, we've got 3 more days that we can do for the ruins, or we need 2, and this is the day it expires. And then it's the fishing day, which we probably won't do this year. It's good to do, but, you know, A, I don't have a good fishing rod, and B, it costs like 200 for each try at it, and it's like, I don't have that kind of money to spend. Are you hearing this? It's being pitiful. Yes, you are being pitiful. And I'm sure Autumn can hear you. And anyone else watching the stream. Heck, I might marry Aidit for this playthrough. Because there's a lot of evidence suggesting that he's the rogue knight that comes up in the story later on. And so, like, if you marry him, he sends you a letter when he disappears at the end of the game. And he's like, I'm sorry, I have to leave. Alright. 2 days in a row, same commission. Different person this time, at least. Hey, Russo, we haven't met yet.
Are you new here? I'm Russo.
That'll do. Yep. Yeah, like, dating Ginger and marrying Ginger, you basically get to know Russo and Gust and all that. Because, like, if you're going to do the duels to raise affection with her, you end up fighting Russo and Gust. It's like one stage is Russo, the next stage is Gust, and then the third stage is all 3 or both of them. Alright, let's go back to ore collecting. Absolutely making use of that whole week. Like, definitely later on in the game, you only need like 4 or 5 days of overtime, but for your early on, absolutely all 7 days. Like, I don't even have wood. Like, I'll spend the next week probably just chopping down trees and gathering stuff and whatnot. Save up money and go buy a toolkit and do the bronze axe next. I mean, 8 leaves at period. You know, there's no choice in that. It's. I know. It's like Ginger dying. I mean, she's gonna die regardless if you marry her or not. 8 leaves regardless if you marry him or not at the end of the story. You know, and Ginger's is like late winter, year 5. They put it like when it first came out, there was no way to save her. They later put in a side quest that lets you save her. But like she would like one day it's like I think like winter 15 or something like that, she collapses and you get a side quest to go get medicine for her and you would turn it in and you know it wouldn't work and she would die the next day and so like you would be at her grave site the next day with Gust and Gale and Russo. And that got so much backlash that they later put in a side quest that you could save her. Like you could keep doing the medicine side quest to keep her alive. But they didn't do anything like that for Aidit, as far as I know, to where he doesn't leave at the end. Because there's, like I said, there's a lot of evidence that he's actually the rogue knight that you run into once you start doing the. I think it's right after the harbor is when you first run into him. I mean, everyone's an NPC, but you know, it's like your immediate reaction of you hate that Aidit leaves you with the kids, you know, and all of that, and you just think, well, I mean, you know, take that emotion and put it like, oh no, I didn't just get abandoned. My spouse died. I tried to save them, and it didn't accomplish anything. It just left a bad taste in people's mouths. I'm not one of them, but. I think you know that kind of thing adds flavor to the game. It adds more. It's like okay, she's sickly. It's you know make the most out of your time that you have with her. That's my opinion on it. But there are people who are like, I don't want her to die. You know. Then again, I'm a fan of Dangerously Funny, so you know I'm used to. If you're familiar with his stuff in Stardew Valley and his character Mumps, well. Well, I mean, you get upset. You said, "Hey, please don't marry him," because he leaves you with the kid and that thing, and you know. Now, I don't know how upset the people actually were, but it definitely they got criticized. They did criticize the game for it, and so it was something that got put in. But I mean, like I said, they still add things to the game. You know, they probably got a team still working on the mobile and the Switch ports. I mean, heck, Stardew Valley only just out like in the last couple months. I think it was early January. It was supposed to be in time for Christmas, but I think it was like ended up getting delayed again. Only just got the mobile port for version 1.5, which has been out for PC players and console for I want to say 2 years now. you know, mobile and Switch and all that, those of course take a lot more time and effort than some of the other systems when they switch over from PC. Because like Xbox and PlayStation have put so much effort into being high priority, high powered systems that they're very similar in a lot of ways for programming them as it is for programming for PC. But Switch and mobiles devices aren't built for that kind of thing, and so coding for them and their more interesting control schemes and stuff like that can be quite finicky. Well, sure, yeah, some people do the baby daddy thing, but you know what? Nobody talks about mothers who do the same thing. My mom left within months of my being born. You know, so to pull in the baby daddy thing as she put it, you know, it's like, well, parents on both sides do it. Is it wrong? Absolutely. Is it something we can be critical of? Sure. But also, this is a life sim, and that is an aspect of life, as unpleasant as it is. You know, just like Ginger dying is an aspect of life, as unpleasant as it is. Alright. Sort all. Let's see. Yep, that's the one I want. This. This. And that. Oh, no, I need to be level 12. I think I'm level 11. Nope, I am level 12. Woohoo! Perfect. Put those on. That's going to give me more stamina. So from 319 to 339. Not a lot more, but 20 points more is 20 points more. And it's like, okay, this is hit points 90. That's hit points 200. Defense 20, stamina 15 for both of these. Defense 100, stamina 25 for both of those. So now we're starting to look like a proper character. Oh. Clothes. Oh, next one. Do. I don't know. I haven't seen that far. In the original version, absolutely, like you would fill it out, but they added a repeatable quest that you can do over and over to prolong her life. So I don't know that she still dies anymore. You know what? We'll put this in miscellaneous. So that was the thing. Is like, yeah, you would, in the way it was initially, was like I think it's Winter 15. I think in year 5, she faints and you take her up to Dr. Shu and he sends you out to get some stuff for a recipe for it, and you give it. And he gives her the medicine, and the next day you wake up and it's like you're immediately over at the cemetery with Gustin and Gale, and I think Russo as well. And that was where they got backlash on that. And from what I've read online, they've added in like a side quest that no, you don't. You can keep prolonging her. You can keep doing it over and again. Well, yeah, but how old is that YouTube video? That's the question. Because they did add in a side quest. It's a repeatable version of the go get medicine supplies for her. And if you don't do that quest, it's like a timed quest, then yeah, she dies again. So it's possible that she still dies, but it's also possible to preserve her, keep her alive forever, I think. 5 rope, can't do that. 3 talismans, maybe. I don't want to do that. 3 small shares. Fiber cloth, nope. Let's see if we can do the small chairs. I think that's mostly wood. It was either that or talismans, and I really don't feel like going and getting more marble for like the third day in a row. Watch, the chairs need frickin' marble. For this. Worn fur and wooden boards. No, we cannot make that. Well, we can, but it's not going to happen today. Because it's going to take time to get the wooden boards. Are you kidding? People don't get mad when a character in The Sims dies. They revel in it. That's Schadenfreude. You know. But the thing is with The Sims, okay, death is a factor of The Sims, but you can turn off aging and whatnot, and you know, like this game, the only character who dies is Ginger. You know, there is no aging, there is no any of that stuff that's like built in as a mechanic. So it was kind of the expectation that, you know, like this came out after Stardew Valley, the expectation that, you know, things would never change. And kind of they do and kind of they don't for the most part, but like absolutely Portia and the valley here and whatnot absolutely changes through the course of the game, mostly because of your actions. And that was one that had nothing to do with your actions necessarily. Your actions couldn't save her was, I think, the biggest complaint with it. Kind of like Ate It, you know, people don't like what happens with Ate It. You know, I acknowledge that. Alright, refuel. Now that we have some wood. We're gonna have to spend the day out of the mines, I guess. Or out of the, I keep wanting to call them mines, it's the abandoned ruins. Oh, apparently I used up all my wood. That's fine, that's like the least important of the three. Ooh, manure, we need some of that. You know, probably the only time you'll ever hear, ooh, manure, I need that. Good, we got some worn fur. Come here, llamas. Let me kick your butts. Come here. You know, real life people would be like upset at me just going and punching a llama to death. You know, you gotta keep in mind game logic. Adventure Time? Yeah, I remember Adventure Time. I was never a big fan of the show, but I mean, I watched it a little bit here and there with some friends. Oh, nice. Yeah, the sound of the llamas dying, just yeah, it's fun. Alright, let's see. I don't know what the market value of things is. Hopefully it's down today and we can go buy some repair tool or the upgrade toolkits so I can upgrade my axe. That's gonna take a little while. Well, there's a lot of things we can wish we got more of. Like I was saying earlier with Ruby, I wish we got more Team Coffee. You know, I get that they're not the focus of the story, it's Team Ruby, but, you know, Team Juniper, and now I guess Orange or Junior or whatever you're calling them, are, you know, Like, Juniper / Orange shouldn't be the focus of the story, but they kind of are. This would be a good day to sell things. Market price 130%. Like, this is adding 71 to it. I can't afford that. And I need 2 of them. So we will wait. But he's got a quest for us.
It's so inconvenient with the tree farm closed. I hope Dawa gets his farm up soon.
Umbrellas are important.
Good to see you. I've got a problem here. You see, recently folks have been buying up a lot of umbrellas, and now I'm short on stock. I'm gonna try to make some, but, well, I need materials.
Which one is Team Velvet? Are you talking like Velvet, like the bunny girl? Yeah, that's Team Coffee. It's Coco, Fox, Velvet, and Yatsuhashi. That's the team I'm talking about. Like, we get the 2 books about them, and that is the best characterization they get. We get nothing out of them beyond the first. Like, we get a little bit of Coco or Velvet in season 1 or volume 1. And then we get a little bit of both teams in volumes 2 and 3. And, like, you never learn what anyone's semblance is outside of the books, with the exception of maybe Velvet's. Like, you kind of get hints of what hers is, but you don't really learn what it is. Outside of that, you learn it better in the book.
What type of materials?
Nothing out of this world. Just some spines from the sea urchins you see lazing around the town. Do you think you can give me a hand?
Sure, sounds easy.
Remember, though, only the tougher-looking urchins drop the spines as loot.
Oh yeah, I've watched Chibi. But again, that's not canon. You know, the books at least are canon. But even the archaeologist, ask Petra. What are we asking Petra about? I just noticed I had a quest to go talk to Petra.
Ooh, what did you bring me this time? Ah, this must be a piece of a relic. You
Oh,
can
these,
use
yeah.
our recovery machine in the research center to restore it to its original shape. It'll take data disks, but it should be pretty fast. Have fun. Hello?
Speaking of data
The
disks,
research center can help with the optical disc you found in the ruins. There has to be something in there that you can use.
well, no, her the thing is, with Chibi and the volume 3, we get the impression that her semblance is mimicry. It's actually in the books that we learn that it's actually perfect memory. So you get hints to it, but you don't learn what it is outside of the actual book, where it's like, no, this is her semblance. Like, you don't officially learn that Fox is blind and telepathic. Like, his ability is to sense auras and energy around him. You know, you don't learn that Coco's semblance is what she calls hype, which is like augmenting the power of the shots from her gun. Or you don't learn that her gun is called Janduja outside of the books. There's so much you learn about Team Coffee in the books.
Hi, did you discover something new? That should be enough data disks. Still, if you want to expedite our research, you can submit more data disks. The more data, the faster we work.
Yeah, absolutely don't bother with this. Don't research it. Unless you're like late game and you're doing like, here, let me give you 10 or 20 data disks to get anything out of it. Yeah, see, you don't even know his name is Fox. Fox is the guy with the white eyes and the red hair that has like the blades on his arms in Team Coffee. Like in Volume 2, he's the one that's like rushing up and doing all the killing, and then like I think it was the Ursa exploded, and then Coco like came up and slapped him on the butt, and she says, "Nice hustle, Fox." And that is the only time you ever hear his name in the course of the 3 volumes that they are present in, or 2 volumes they're in. He never speaks because he doesn't like talking out loud. He uses his semblance to talk telepathically with his team. You know, but yeah, But yeah, as I was saying, unless you're like really, really late and they take like 4 days or something, you like really need to rush it. I would never bother with this.
The data corruption on these disks are minimal. There should be useful info on them. We'll have something for you by tomorrow.
Yeah, see, and here's an example, right? I'll have the information tomorrow. Because they never bring it up in the story. Like, he has the ability, like, if you're watching, you can kind of get hints to it. There's this point, the spot where he's kind of looking around, or it looks like he's looking around. I mean, his eyes are pure white. There's no color like iris or sclera or anything like, or pupil or anything like that. They are solid white. But because he has his power lets him sense the life energy, the aura of others. He's not really that blind. Like, he senses Grimm as an like a hollow space in the rest of the world. Okay, let's... Does this have a time on it? No, it does not. That does. How are those coming along? They are not coming along all that fast. But he's such an interesting character, and like you learn about him and what his like everything about them in the book. Like the 2 books that are dedicated to Team Coffee, they take place like literally one of them is called After the Fall. It's like after the end of Volume 3, they stay a while protecting the area, trying to reclaim Beacon, and then they move on and go to Shade Academy in Vacuo. And so, like, different chapters are from the perspectives of different members of the team. And so you learn that, like, that Fox and Coco were partners and Velvet and Yatsuhashi were partners, and how that came of it. And... oh, yeah, Ruby. I mean, Ruby has a transgender character, not that it ever comes up in the story. Like, it's just one of the things that we learn outside of the fact. But one of Robin's, huntresses, I think it's May, is transgender. That never comes up in the course of the story. So as much as like we can be critical of Rooster Teeth, the parent company, and how badly they're towards like the animators and so on, the actual team that make the actual crewbie are awesome. They do put in a lot of things. And yeah, they do have their, hiccups here and there and make little mistakes. But, you're going to find that in anything that we make. Hey, get over here, sea urchin. I need spines. I need 10 of them. Alright, there's 1. 2. Sweet. We are getting on with our spines. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, May is a trans woman. I don't think we ever learned what her dead name is, but I'd rather we not learn what her dead name was, like what her birth name was, the male name that was given to her and all that. But no, May is a trans woman. I think it's May, but yeah, one of Robin's huntresses is a trans woman. We got spots we need for that. But yeah, that's kind of the point that I was saying, is that there's things that we learn about the characters through exterior sources, the books, the manga, the comics, Twitter, what staff members say on Twitter that we never hear about and learn in the course of the story itself. Okay, good. Right. But yeah, you'll look it up on the Ruby Wiki. I think it's May that it was officially canonically transgender. Alright, who the heck are you? Mars. There you are.
I knew I could count on you. Now I can get some more umbrellas made before it rains again.
Perfect. And I got a recipe for the umbrella. Oh, Arrow was Remington's. I thought Arrow was Arlos. Anyways. Yeah, if you're gonna write fanfiction, I definitely involving Team Coffee, I definitely recommend you get the books. It's After the Fall, and I keep drawing a blank on what the sequel's name is. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Oh, I have skill points I can spend. Get one of those. And we'll go with those because we need wood more. Let me see. I have them on Audible. Because again, I used to drive trucks, so having the books I could put it as an audiobook and just drive and listen to it is great. I would have spent an entire day or 2 days listening to some of these, but let me see. Ooh, I have a lot of credits just gone too. But let's see, they were I should say published ones. After the Fall and Before the Dawn. Those are the names. They are After the Fall comes first, and then Before the Dawn is the sequel. I'm hoping there's a third one because there's still hints of a story going on there. Unless they're told no, you got to hold that on until this will be stuff that's going to come up when Team Ruby finally makes their way to Bakuo. The author is E.C. Myers, but for the Audible books, the person reading them is Jesse Valenti or Jessica Valenti or something like that. Which I find hilarious because I actually had someone I served with in the military who had that name, but it's not the same person. Oh, I couldn't do that on stream, but yeah, that would be get me in trouble with copyright and stuff like that. But I mean, they're not that expensive on Audible if you have an Audible membership. I mean, I have the one where I get free credits every month. Because again, I used to drive, so it was always looking for new books to have to listen to. Yeah, I still don't think we have enough of those to make what I need. Let's see. Nope, I can make 4 of them now. Perfect. I needed 2 for it. Great. So turn those in before we go to bed. Oh yeah, Monty did, and that was the thing, volumes 4 and 5, got rightly criticized. They kind of dropped in quality for a little while when Monty left. Partly because, they had to relearn how to do animation in his style. He had a very unique way. He didn't do fights. Yes, I can get copyright. If I'm doing
Well, if it isn't a young builder, pull up a seat. What would you like to hear about today?
Even though I'm not making money right now on the channel, I'm not getting donations. I'm not getting any AdSense or like that. There's no ads on my stuff. Once the channel gets big enough that I can do that, that's a thing that they can go, oh, you did this, and now you're making money on your channel. So it's like, oh, well, you're making money off of this book. I don't own the rights to it. You know, so it's you know, you definitely got to buy it, do it yourself. You know, it's not like me reading a book to a bunch of kids at the library. You know, there's a difference. So it's one of those things I got to be very careful with that. Copyright laws are weird and finicky and complicated. I mean, and they keep getting more and more because, like, you know, for example, if you know Disney keeps going to court and pushing back the laws of how long it takes for something to end into the public domain. So, like, Sherlock Holmes has gone in and out of it several times. Like, just recently, his last book finally entered the public domain, but, like, Mickey Mouse is supposed to go into the public domain at the end of this year, I think it is. And Disney's going to be lobbying probably to push that back, which is going to push Sherlock Holmes, several of his works, back out of the public domain. Thank you, I'll put it to good use. There we go. Yeah, but volumes 4 and 5 definitely had a lot of issues. Some of it was pacing, some of it was, you know, the combat animations. Like, compare the combat like animations in volume 4 versus volume 6. Volume 6 is much closer to the stuff that Monty did, and not just because you had that one scene that he actually worked on, the fight between Blake and Yang against Adam, but some of the other stuff is starting to get that closer to that feel as they're starting to learn how to better develop combat scenes. Whereas Monty, he did them as a dance. Like, he literally, you can find videos of it, like the fight scene with at the end of volume 1 where, you know, you got Blake and Son going against Roman and the White Fang members at the docks. He didn't do that as this is a fight scene. He animated it and choreographed it too. He had a specific song he would play, and he would do the hits would be to the certain beats of it and all that. Monty had this very beautiful, unique style for his animations, and you know, once they lost that and didn't have him helping build that, they had to learn how to do better. They're like, oh, we lost a huge everything with this. Research Center, yep, there we go. We found something useful in the data disk you brought in yesterday. A lot of information. We'll mail you the results within one day. And we need more of those, so 10 more. There were definitely good things that we got out of volumes 4 and 5, but their pacing was definitely a lot slower than what we're used to. Like, even volume 1 had issues. Who? Monty didn't have cancer. Monty got stung by a bee and got an allergic reaction. He died from, I think it was the medicine that they gave him, or he had a further reaction or something like that. His was very quick. He did not have cancer. The talismans. 4 pieces of glass. Ooh, I can do that, maybe. Fiber up, definitely can't do. Fiber cloth can't do. We'll do the glass. Yeah, no, Monty's was very much a surprise thing. It was very sudden and all that. Like I think he was going into anaphylactic shock, and they gave him some medicine for it, and I think he had an allergic reaction to the meds or something similar to that. If I remember the full details of it, but yeah, his was not a idle or cancer, like a long-term thing. It's like, oh yeah, this happened. And we are out of wood again. Yeah, I don't remember what the full details of it, but it definitely involved a bee sting. I do remember that much. Ooh, we got some raw food. Put them there. Put these in the cloth. That in gardening. Raw materials. I'll put those in an animal or beast drops thing later on. We'll put them here for now. But you also got to keep in mind, like, he was in anaphylactic shock. He couldn't have answered the, am I allergic to this? You know, it's... And I don't think, or that maybe they gave him the wrong thing. You know, it was definitely not something quicker, simple, or like a prolonged thing. It was very quick. I won't say it was painless. It was probably absolutely painful, but here, let's put some relics while we're out here today. But yeah, definitely I would recommend Google and find out the full details of his thing. But it was not a prolonged illness thing. It was a very quick, sudden thing. And this is going to be our last day in game today, which is not bad. We've gone through 11 days. We've gone through almost half a season. And that includes, you know, the time spent with all the opening movies and character creation and all that. So next week when we play this, we'll probably get through most of spring again. But now you can see, like, just how long it's taking me just to get materials and get really going. This is what part of why I wait till, like, middle of summer or so before I finish the bridge. Yeah, we'll hope it'd be good. The job that I'm interviewing for tomorrow is it's like a behavioral therapist kind of thing. It's working with kids with autism and helping them learn how to adjust their behaviors to fit within society. So, you know, teaching, like, okay, you know, people are going to expect you to have to make eye contact and, you know, social niceties that you don't think of, but society demands and that kind of stuff, which is stuff that I have to struggle with as well, you know. I love these little abandoned, little mini hazardous ruins inside. You can get treasure chests and got the fluffy rabbit. I love the fluffy rabbit. Golden Toad is less impressive, but the Fluffy Rabbit, max stamina +6. I love having it in stamina boosting things. Well, we'll see how well I do with the interview. Like I said, it's tomorrow about noonish, my time. But like I used to want to be a therapist. I became a store manager at a job, and that was just not a good job for me. So it kind of put me off working with people for a long time. Because it was the way my staff handled things, and I was constantly on call, and I never got downtime. It was just really bad for my mental health, and so it's like, okay, I need to find something that I can do that's good for my mental health, and so, spent a few years not doing people stuff, but we'll see how it comes of it. Oh, yeah, I mean, I didn't get diagnosed with PTSD until I was out of the military, but I had a teacher in high school who's like, yeah, you should probably get that looked at. You probably you show a lot of signs that suggest PTSD, and I probably had it as a kid. Um, and that's probably one of the reasons why I most likely got misdiagnosed as having ADHD. I don't think I do. I think I was more likely what used to be called Asperger's, and now will be just high functioning autism. But because I'm an adult and have the PTSD and all that, I can't get a good diagnosis on that. They're just like it's too hard to try and confirm anything one way or the other. So it is what it is. But I mean, we also have to keep in mind that the definitions and requirements for disabilities is also evolving and changing over time. Like I said, like Asperger, what used to be called Asperger's under the DSM-4 is now just part of the autism spectrum under the DSM-5. I was actually studying for a psych degree. Like I said, I was studying to be a therapist, and that was right around the time that DSM-5 came out. So I was there at the kind of the ground center of having to learn all the new definitions and requirements for you name it. So, it's you couldn't get mad at it, but I mean, I find that as a wasted energy, Then again, I don't have a ton of emotional energy available. If I let myself get too upset or whatever over things, then I'll be like just totally drained and depressed for like a day or two, as I have to regenerate like my emotional energy reserves. Alright, I just leveled up. Let's see what we can get. Put a point better. Yeah, my recommendations is you can see my recommendations. All 5 points here, and then come over and do 2, 2, and 1, and then do 2, 2, and then either one of these 1 points. I kind of lean more towards endurance because you'll get a ton of stamina. Okay. But yeah, you can see just those couple points in reducing the cost of stuff. I don't need more stamina. Ooh, eyeglasses. Do I have more of those? Yes, I do too. What, just a therapist who knew what they were doing? Yeah. I mean, some of it is just training. It's, you don't hear about it quite as much these days, but like the whole talk about defund the police and people like, you know, you get the one side who are like, oh my god, they want to take away the police and remove all money for them. It's like, no, that's not what defund the police means. Defund the police means that, you know, the police budget is massive and, you know, the police are doing jobs that they're not trained for, and even they will admit that. And so take the money away, some of the money away from them to put back towards the programs that they got money from that shut down that we're not trained for. So like groups to deal with the homeless, groups to deal with, you know, animal control. You know, you shouldn't be calling 911 because if there's a wild dog, but people do it. You know? And so that's what the whole defund the police thing's about. It's one of those, you know, there's more intricacies and details to it, but you know, training is key. And that's one of the things that I do like with this job I'm interviewing for is they will train me. You know, they include that like, oh no, all training is on us. We want you to make sure you're doing it right. We're not expecting you to come in knowing everything. Yeah, you're kind of making the same point that I was just making. It's like training and personality, and there's a lot of factors involved. You know, but yeah, once you get a good doctor, a good therapist, or whatever, that's important. You don't want to leave them behind. Unfortunately, with me in the VA, that's not always an option. I think we'll play for a little bit longer here. Is there another one close by? Nope, I guess that's it. Oh wow, I just used up. Perfect. I am full on everything. It's 10 o'clock at night in Yang. Yeah, like I said, you know, it depends on you know, getting a good doctor, a good therapist, good whatever service or provider for whatever you need, you know, is important and not always easy. And when you do find them, you don't want to let them go, even if you have to. So I definitely understand your frustration on this, Frank. You know, this is a little bit of a detail that you're going in on it. Sort everything. Ooh, there's a lot of new points and parts for stuff. Let's see, we can put those in the house. We can put that in the house. We got those for tomorrow. Oh, I never did turn in my commission for the glass. Oops. I was in there way longer than I expected. Let's get the glass. Can I turn it in? No, Dr. Shoe's definitely not in right now. It's 11 o'clock at night in game. So we'll go to sleep. Oh, wait, no. Let's put up our stuff. Around that little tiny house that we got here. Voila. Alright, now we're going to bed. And with that, we are going to call it a day on this. You can see we got 14 levels in the course of the day. We are 13 levels. We started at level 1. But it has been about 4 hours now. I need to go get some food going. Yeah, you should see my other house in mine. I have a ton of the bunnies. A lot of the stuff that just like adds stamina. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna crank my stamina up. That's why I don't bother with like this, the power up maximum stamina increase thing. It's, I've got these that decrease the stamina cost of my most expensive stuff. Um, and I get so much stuff boosting stamina through levels in the house. So I don't need to worry about this one. So my build would be, you know, 2-2-1 here, 2-2-1 over here. For this one, I do 4 and 1. And then I come back over here to the fighting one. And because it's like, okay, I'll do like 2-2. I can maybe do 1 here, or I can do 3 and 2. And then I'll move down here. I definitely do the 2 points in endurance recovery rate because I like being able to do the dodge rolls and running around, especially until I get a llama or a horse or something. But anyways, you know, well, I will let you know if I get the job next week. We'll definitely be back for it. But for now, we're gonna call it a day. Like I said, it's been about 4 hours. I need to get some food going, and unfortunately, this isn't one that I can just pick up and save, anywhere. That's one of the improvements that Sandrock does make that you can save anywhere at any place, which is good. This one follows the Stardew method of you can only save when it auto saves when you sleep, and that's the only saving you get. So in the meantime, I will catch you next week. I hope you have a good week. And I hope you enjoy your birthday there next weekend, Autumn. Enjoy Animal Crossing. Let me know over the course of the week or when you come back how you've been enjoying it and how much progress you've made with it. For now, though, I'll